It's time. All right, no more elevator music. Music's done. Elevator music is done. It's done. Trios, 13 squads are in. If anything, the squads know what the dealio is, that they'll send the points, they'll send their heroes, like I mentioned to Seb Guy, who is going to be the overseer for that. If you guys are on the VOD, if you're watching, or if you guys are watching live, which you should be. But if you are watching, make sure that you guys get that ahead of time. But round one begins. Pedoria Morning Dew. This is where we're going to be starting off. For the first three maps are going to be daytime maps. They have no fireflies whatsoever. They are going to be going ahead and being inside the newest map throughout this area. Gold Spot's going to be out the Azoth Peak, Arcadia, Skygaze Cove, not Imperium this time around. Ascension Forum's going to have some sort of, with the increase of troll frequency, Mandate Yard, Cinderfell coming out, as well as just checking out whether or not they're going to be getting out towards Twilight's Pass, but that's highly doubted. I highly doubt it. Arcadia definitely is going to be the more favorable option for these teams in starting off here. We're going to try to get as many point of views. I did have two other streams happening in just a moment. Hopefully Cherry, because she is getting back home in terms of getting everything set up and being a referee. But Seb Guy's already on the standby for it as well. He is the referee secondary in terms of the stream, so you guys have a chance to be able to view the stream over there too. If you guys want to see different point of views, if they are different from mine, they both have 2-minute delays, as well as the streamers for the players. Hopefully if they don't, then that's like a GG's, but not really. It's GG's if someone else is wanting to watch their stream and see where they are at all times, present time, with like minimal delay. But listen, we're here, we're live, we're getting this thing set up here, and we are starting out for this first round. So hopefully without any sort of shenanigans with the lobby, no one falls through the ground, no one goes through the sky, no ultimates just don't come through, no one does what DRG Fong did earlier, which is walk straight because of a bug by playing Liam. Hopefully none of the above happened. Team comps that I mentioned: Kylan Former, Ice Pick Justina, the list goes on. Sand Siphon, Syra with Laser Siphon, just a lot of comps coming out here. Team spawns are going to be on the map here for you guys to take a look over, and making sure with this is going to be the setup of the fights of the century. WK though comes up against what seems to be party number 7. Little setters happen here for this amount of parties in the type of the game, but party number 7 up against party number 13. Looks like there's gonna be a Tien Hai Kylan Former here with the zipping. They're gonna be trying to go for some slaps here and there, and obviously right then and there's gonna be one clink, and the weapons in the hands may be the death of WK's Cheat. Cheese goes down. This is gonna be 3 eliminations that they pick up, switching over towards one of the NA players. It looks like coming out here. WKS bring out their players coming out against Korean. Korean goes down for his first death, and there's gonna be a longsword F2 shot coming in from Afaria Shen. Of course, having this opportunity for picking up 3 eliminations as well. It is a pattern to get to the shop, which is gonna have a spotlight for these for the Moonbanes. Moonbanes still are purchasable inside of the store, so they got to be quick with it. Over by the Skygaze Cove, Predator with Team Risk making their chance into the appearance of this Celestial Barge up against PSA Big Nose, aka Plumeria in Mado, as well as JT Bunny in the chat. If you guys know the chatters, obviously right then and there is going to be the zipping to come out. There's going to be the blue focus for Predator. He's going to be looking for it, as well as the backside. You can see that Predator goes down for his team, as well as Revelia. That's going to be a 3-squad wipe off of the Celestial Barge. Then switching over to MC, which is formerly KFL, with members such as Ryoman and Brandoro having gone to Worlds already, having a chance of practicing against the best of the best. This is the team comp that's been playing now for ages, as long as time tells. They are playing the Kylan Former here for their first round. And this Moonbane is in effect into making sure that if they can get it, Party 3 can confirm the res, and if not, some kills if the tenacity of MC pushes them to fight that out. Now, obviously, PPG with Powerpuff Girls going through with an elimination in the kill feed. We're going to take a look at the scene about how that team is going. They are one of the top teams with 3 eliminations, over by what seems to be Mandate Yard, having given the kill against Mado with Hakai as well. So it's going to be a chance here in seeing whether or not MC can get away with the Fairy Shen. It's going to be formatted out. They still have that Moonbait for another 20 seconds. It feels like a lifetime. But the zipping ult is ready for sustain. The little stutters, we already know about this. This happens when there's a lot of players in the lobby in the global scene. ECN, not a problem. But seeing how there is going to be a Syra on this team, they can use this as a way to defensively measure themselves out. ZDD puts himself over to the Hall of Worship. They have a chance of going towards the western gate, towards Purity Chamber, if they want to find a full retreat. However, party number 7 is already on that sideline. Now, Obviously, with the shop being here and the purchase, you need to understand that there is going to be an armor purchase in around 2 minutes or so for the players. They have to understand that 25 minutes they have to purchase either the purple armors if they need it, or they're going to go crazy with the jades. So it's up to the economy in the macro sense for them to be able to earn that out. Now, obviously, right now with Creditor's team, not going to have a lot of jades, nor does anyone really have that many jades except for this team, making up the Bullpine's essence. As you can see on Y, who we are watching the Tianhai, who is going to go ahead for a proc ultimate here, having the Kylan ultimate to be on standby, but having to counteract the Fairy Shen more importantly. There is going to be an immediate grab onto that Fairy Shen after immediately melee grabbing her out of mech form, going for those shots. Kylan comes out here from Bing. Bing's going to be making sure to stop the ground units, the soft targets, but a Fortune Bane actually comes out. Oh my goodness, we spent that money. That's okay though. That's what we got here for. Big dollars on the standby. Look at the money Bane coming in. Dude, fucking money Bane, bro. All right, listen, this is the Scrim that we can say what we can say, but money Scrim, money Bane, anyway. But forcing this one out here. Party 10. Looking for the guy with the Dragon Slayer. F1 Kylan comes out to deny it. There's going to be the Fairy Shen shot as well. There's going to be the Kylan slashes to make it happen here. There's going to be another spotlight for this. As if the Zipping can get one heal off. Obviously, right now, it is up to this Fairy Shen to survive, but not going to make that happen. Moonbane comes out. They get one confirmation. Nice parry, but the Kylan slash comes through. The parry, another one. There's going to be a slashes to be dodged here. Dragon Slayer is confirmed. Another Kylan slash. And F1 is up in 1 second here. This Zipping needs to survive or even proc an ultimate if she can. There she goes. Throws this to Bing. Bing gets 1,000 heal pretty much. Goes for Dragon Slayer attempt. This Moonbane ain't working for them. They got 10 seconds to make it happen. That's all I'm going to say, because once that ACCA, this man in the middle of a fight and using the ACCA to his benefit, parries like that, Dragon Slayer like that, yeah, we throw those. We focusing, right? All right, no, we're not going to do it again, but Bing is going to go down. We know that the Fairy Shen goes for the res to try to salvage the team's success, but it's not going to be a lot, especially after that Moonbane comes out here. That's both Moonbanes in the game gone. We got 15 seconds. These guys got a lot of money. These guys have a lot of cash flow. And like I said, the money comes into the shop here. This is about eliminations. Party 13 with 6 kills. Sachiko's team with Hex with 5 eliminations. WKS with 3 eliminations. And the shop is about to go through in 3, 2, 1. Boom. Bam. All the purple armor's gone. I saw it coming a mile away. It was just being prepared for it. We're gonna switch over to Korean though, switching out to his fight that's happening against Team Fumio, as I like to call him. But that is also, I think the team is DG, playing with Taki, playing with, hello, man himself, Fumio, but as well with Korean, I believe so. So that's gonna be the case. Taki tries to back away from here. Try to get set up some space. They have 10K. I think they need around 12K for them to purchase back their teammate. In case of anything for the shop. So that'll be up to them how they want to proceed in getting that Rebirth Charm by getting a little bit of money from the Tincture Woods or even going through Azoth Peaks in the outskirts. Of course, Party 13 makes their way towards one of the Realm Yangs that might show up here in just a minute or so. So they're just making sure they can try to keep as much space towards the Verdant Chasm between that and Arcadia. Floating platform also been able to loot out most definitely from wrist side. Purple weapon. Take a look at the Jade, seeing if they got anything switched out in the Roger's grip. That's going to be the case. ZDD with Taki going to be coming out here. Might be seeing the spotlight for the Syra. Taki getting caught out. Not a good look, but he does get the dazzle, so it buys him a little bit of time for him to break off from these ankles. And if he doesn't get caught by a stagger, that would be safety net, but he still has a life. No, he does not. Korean's the only one with a life. He only got 1 kill on Taki. That's what I'm looking at. But of course, might be a spot for Beto to get caught with a stagger. There it is. And done engraving to the neck. And this team has it done. This is going to be where an engraving Sky Punch. This team has kind of all that early game loot that they needed, especially that Vulpine's Essence and getting the objective for that. And not burning the Moonbanes, or not burning the Vulpine's Essence. PSA Big Nose, which is Plumeria. She gets killed off of here. With the team looking to lock them down. Sachiko, though, trying to line up with Squeaky here. Activates the F2 for the Kurumi. Has ultimate still ready to go through. Now, Ryomen has himself to be in Tianhai to counteract his ultimate from MC. Now it's going to be a chance of seeing what Jays we got. We got Rupture Gale and the Ripple set for the Kylan. Sachiko on ground level goes for the Tempest kick to try to keep them in place with the omnidirectional kicks, but there's going to be Roman getting the grab. There's going to be the slam down, maybe looking for a Kylan ultimate from Wooby here in just a moment, unless Suiki just wants to make sure he has that in the defensive measure. There it is, going to be a double hit slam down with the V2 on the Tianhai. Suiki is going to be making sure he can try to go for another grab. He is confirming it with it. off the sideline with that Kylan. And now SYL from MC is going to look for a high position here, maybe looking for one heal and going right back in. Otherwise, Sachiko still in the mix-up, having himself for the Tempest kick. Puts himself in the spot for a Swarmer swap on the fly. I love to see it. And looking for another Tempest kick. We still have Romy Yanks we looked at here, and as well as seeing the F2 be procced out, keeps the mitigation alive, keeps the Dream alive, and Wooey up against Brandero's neck. Purple Focus comes out. There it is. There's Brandero going down, Squeaky in a fight for himself. You know he's yelling on the comms. There's going to be one hit off of SYL. Ryoman here with a jump LMB, making sure he can hold blue focus here, but there's SYL going for a clink. The MC with that reveal for the Assassin's Lunge. Nice parry from Sachiko. Goes ahead for the Tumulch, or for the Tianhai, I should say. There's SYL going down, and that's going to be where that parry comes through with the lives. Boom. Ryoman goes through. These guys might have just gotten eliminated from the game. No, might be still one life left for them. Part of their team in the sidelines. Romy Yanks on the side, just waiting out for these fights to end up. And I think this is going to be where Hakai Spooner go down. Essentially, CDB are locking down Hakai here. Scarce is good. Fairy Shen ult is active, but it wasn't even needed. And now we enter Romy Yangs. Now, if I'm mistaken, here it is. WK up against the ropes, up against Risk. Is going to be the JZC Alchemy group heal, especially from the Tumulch to come out. And from party number 7 with WK, they did have a group heal. Or that's them as well. Trying to see about Creditor. Having himself that switch out in the Vodger's grip. There's going to be one grab coming up from Creditor here, looking for the slam down. Boom for the slash for the reset. There it is. Just like how we saw with Tianhai and Valda before. Kylan takes that roll to a whole new level just because of the recent buffs. And there it is. Another grab, but then the slash to push him back. Creditor is the best. Is going to be pushing himself away. And then there's going to be that Takeda ultimate. Now the deformation coming up from the Tianhai isn't going to be coming through. He is going to lose his armor. He's going to lose his health. There's going to be the hit for it. There's another parry. There's a confirmation. Here's the R&Bs. Making sure whether or not Chi can get out of here alive with one armor. He still has a Takeda Fury and Blast to go. Tumulch has an F ability in just a second here if he's used for a safety net for just a combo break here, pure and simple. Let's try to be in place. Nice F. Try to avoid the blue focus. Throws the whisk in the direction of the opponent where they might end up going dodging. There's a parry in the backline against Revelia. That's going to be elimination coming out here. That's going to be a 3 squad wipe coming out for this. Is going to be a Morris Blessing that we can actually take a look and see him. Gold Staff, Swift Cut being picked up. Other Realm Yang, this fight is happening right now with party number 10 up against party number 1. Seeing the F2 shot. Orange drop down R&B is impossible. Double tap dodge is. And the fist blades actions come out here from PPG. Obviously, there's going to be a spear action coming for the double horizontals here. There's going to be Keiki with the F1 that comes after Takeda. They got to call it out, make sure the team doesn't have that in the back of their mind to lose any of their weapons of higher rarity. F2 shot's good for the silence. Nice headshot, no stagger. Goes for the R&B, gets Takeda after the animation has already been cut out from the F1. Obviously, the R&B spam comes out from these halberds and keeping the range. 1, 2, 3, catches a 2-piece. Looking for a 3-piece. Puka going down. That's going to be elimination. Maybe last one. Kiki gets a double parry here. That's going to be only one hit confirmation. And that the Fairy Shen mech at 8 seconds, 7 seconds. Ultimates are up again, and they may actually time out. This is actually a first time timeout. Nah, that's going to be one hit, right? There it is. Last seconds on the clock. These guys get their Romy Yang pick. They're going to be picking up themselves a gold longsword, a Hex Harmony Spear, purple halberds, as well as just seeing that from that point. And Squeaky's team, actually, in their Romy Yang fight, 4 kills left. This fight's been happening for the century, and there's going to be their elimination. And we actually catch all type ends of that Romy Yang, and that's going to be a gold katana, purple fan, switch dazzle, purple armor to be picked up. It's going through. This man said, yo, bit rate not enough. The Mercury's cooking your stream. I swear. This thing is 8,000 bit rate, bro. It's over. Purity Chamber fight. Party number 7 up against party number 10. Cyro comes out from party number 10, from 7, but I believe that Takeda ultimate's already active. The ultimate's going to be used defensively here. If WKA can get a shot off of the Cyro with the Kylan slash, there it is. They can confirm the stagger on her, making sure to stop her in her tracks. Looks like the tap dodge is good. The dazzles aren't coming out just yet. There it is. They got the zipping in. Going for level 2 won't be possible. Again, good work from the Kylan to burn out, but he is not focusing on the targets that are on the ground level. It doesn't matter. The Tumulch ult comes out just at the right time. Now the Fairy Shen has full reason to go right into it and looking for those cannon shots for the proc shots. Big LMB coming out here. Double R&B. Nice cannon shot to connect. Again and again, there's the R&B 2.0. There's going to be the F2 shot that stopped the Siren in her tracks. F1 is up. Team is ready to go back into this engagement. Gold longsword and gold spear in check. Chi looks towards the blue, using the blue focus here. Maybe look for a parry. Gets caught out. We see it in the background. For party number 7, they are down 1. They're tumultuous, but party number 5 are showing up here with risk. This is going to make their chances here to try to snag some yoinks. Bing still has Vermilions as well, though, so if this kill happens, nice parry. That's going to be the eliminations. Ballista's in play, though. We looking towards the north. It might be one of the risk members actually on the Ballista. Revelia having the shots of their life and getting a lot of eliminations. They could get the last hit confirmation. There's one. We're looking for the scorch damage pretty much at the end of the day, and Predator finds that Soul Bloom to get the sustain. There it is, one shot. There it is, the kill spread that comes with 1 to 2. They need the Soul Blooms. Gets the hit confirmation. That should be a kill right there, and that is going to be that piece for the team. They only need that for Revelia, and they are back in the game after the loss in the Realm of Yang. Sachiko fight up against PPG over towards the east side, near in terms of the northeast of Imperium. Slam down is good for Kiki to go down. Wooey is chasing down the last 2 remaining teammates for PPG, with Poki going for the teleport for the Kurumi. We still only have 1 ultimate to be in use in this fight, which is going to be Squeaky on the standby. Obviously, Wooey will want to hold his ultimate. There it is. They're going to be free slashes, but party of 13 are actually on the hunt. Drop down happens. Blue focus comes through. Sachiko confirms 1 hit to 2. Kurumi O came out with 1 HP, and the third party comes in to disrupt. This is bad mental, but this is okay. They can come back from this, because considering that it was a Kurumi that survived 1 HP, we don't want to talk about it. Sachiko has his F2 out here for Wooey. The grabs come out from party 13 if they can get that Xianhai to get the remaining teammates. Obviously, the buildings are the savior right now. Trying to stop cosplay here for the Takeda. PPG finds a nice parry, but that open window or open doorway allows for these shots to be confirmed, and try to get the last hit confirmation won't happen for Hex here. But the stop there. Kylan finds the D for the D-Yang completion, so he's able to get rid of it. The whole team is set to go. And the players just have the opportunity of their lives just to back up into the Realm of Yangs if they want to. We got 40 seconds or so before that comes up next. Obviously, Mado, Aurelia. We're going to take a look at the scoreline and see how everyone is faring out here for the remainder of this round. Creditor in ultimate form. Let's take a look at the scene. We have Hex here with 12 kills, eliminations in first place. Party 13 with 11. WKS with 8 kill eliminations. Tizzy, which is WK, with 8 eliminations as well. And WKT with 7 eliminations in the board. And Mado, Spooner, Bunny at 6 eliminations in 6th place. Having Creditor the best is at 3 eliminations. Pika with 2. Korean with 1 with the team, trying to get the team back up. Luckily, Korean was able to survive after Taki got eliminated, but they're just working towards getting either Spirit Wells and or Reaper Charms to be purchased out over the course of time. But Realm of Yangs begin. Party 10 are near 1. Jades are going to be having a scatter shot and an advanced group heal, a Hexa Harmony Spear onto this team. Obviously, we have to see how that ends up going through. We're going to see Pika get eliminated here as a result from ZDD, which is WK. WK themselves have just Stamina Strike Kabloom as their Jades. They have that going through. Predators fighting out Mado. For some reason, might be outside of the Spirit Well. Yeah, it will be. There's going to be a slash coming out from this. Predator having a spotlight here for that Kurumi ultimate. This is utilized, getting the armors up because he is going to lose his healing guard now. Try to mitigate it through. Rummy Yang fight should be showing up here in just a moment. We'll get a chance to see about that one. I mean, for Predator right now, yeah, let me see a parry in Kylan. Let me see a free dash. Let me see levels. Okay, never mind. You don't need it. You can kill her. You know, you can take her out of the game. Bunny's gonna be going ahead around the corner, and this is where Predator sees red. He going for the musket while make your shot. It doesn't happen. That's okay though. That's okay. Our Rummy Yang gamers though, I don't think they get any sort of component. They have no opponents to worry about. They actually picked up Earthshaker, Gold Halberds, Flaminger, Ripple Step. They got everything kind of going for them right now in terms of that gear. Otherwise, we're gonna see a fight between BWG Taki and a 1v1 in trios. Let's take a look and see. R&B hold check doesn't come out for the dazzle. LMB comes out. LMB to R&B. This is a 2v1 right now. The team's gonna be showing up here. This is gonna be a 3v3 real quick. Here's the Tiana ultimate. I don't want to watch it. The horror, the massacre. Unless they come out on top. It'd be sick. There's going to be Creditor going down, though. Creditor's the best is going to be caught into the dazzle, and he really can't do much here in the Spirit Well. PSA are taking full advantage of this position right now to try to get that res on Mado if they can, but ZDD won't allow that. They are going to deny it. They're going to push them out, and that's going to be where the Spirit Well is left behind. Now, keep in mind, this is a purple Spirit Well, purple weapon, purple armor. So there is going to be a Reaper Charm, so one of the teams will come back to try to pick up the res, and it's going to be a big play to see if they can get that. But switching over here from previously, there's an engraving to come out here. Party number 13 up against 7. Gold Halberds from the previous Rummy Yang, the Draco Storm active, if I'm not mistaken, onto Takeda as it should be. Yes, she's going to be having that. Zipping might be hunted down with one fear into the next. There is any, or tumultuous, I should say. All good in the hood. Dunzo, bro. Obviously, right then and there, party number 7 go down towards Verdant Chasm. Wooey in the fight in the Rummy Yang. Actually, this is going to be the Rummy Yang number 2. That's going to be the room. Actually, the room number 1. They can catch this 1v1. Let's go. Okay, 2-on-1. Not going to happen. Certified Creditor moment coming out here, maybe. Oh my God. No, the early parry F1. Oh, he anticipated the F1 to be used. Oh, he tried it. He tried it. He's gonna be going for LMB, right? Tell me how I knew. Oh, he got his Hong Sword that. All right, 1v1. So rings it's over here. Dang. That's up. You know. Second round. I don't know if I'm able to see this. Can I? Can I see? Thunderstorm, Golden Nunnies, Storm. They're gonna pick up. They're gonna have a quick charge, and that might pick up. But the Gold Armor and the buff as well with the Draco Storm. That's gonna be play. It's gonna be our map location for everybody in terms of players. There is currently 15, 18 players total left. Total team count is up to 8 as well. So potentially seeing the possibility for a res for either Solji. Apparently Taki got out without any sort of trouble. I'm gonna say that, and I'm gonna cast a curse, my boy. Nah, he's just chilling. He's just chilling. We're not gonna look at him much longer. You guys, if you guys are watching the stream, you better not watch the stream. Oh my god, you better not watch the stream, even though there's a 2-minute delay. Such G. Such G, bro. Okay. Okay. Trying to see what's gonna happen. Let's take a look at the J loadout for everybody right now because it's very important. Our kill leaders right now are in young depletion at 13 eliminations. Assassin's Step, Tempest Kick, we saw that earlier. Ripple Step on Wooby with a slow shot. Rupture Gale, Twin Shot, jabbing on Squeaky. Kind of essential for the TNI to have that. Switching over to Tizzy squad, they have a Razor Swift, Slow Shot, Aerial Run, Epic Descent, Bodge's Grip, Quick Charge, Thermal, Stamina Strike, Aerial Run, Cab Bloom, a Focus Light. They're trying to figure out who's going to be giving it to, and Engraving a Juggernaut, and a Sap Jade to be towards EDD. In terms of Team Party 13, they did lose their third. They did lose their Zipping. They have the Jade on deck for the Kylan because he has the most survivability here, especially with his ultimate still being available. WKS, though, working in terms of having a group heal, an advanced heal, and a soothing boon. Probably the trifecta for supports. They see this, they got heavy breathing. Big time. And then with Bing having Thunderstorm and Hex Harmony Spear, Windy Trinity Scatter Shot is going to be given towards their Furious Shen. Over to WKT. Ripple Step on Chi, Engraving Alchemy on the Syra, and then having this Molten Earthshaker, Swift Cut, Blistering Edge, Group Kill, Sky Punch. They are going to get engaged upon, though. Party number 10 actually taking their ways over here. F2 shot from the Fairy Shen, trying to confirm it if they can with a cannon shot as well. R&B Hold Track of Destiny gets caught to the Dazzle. That's a lot of HP loss. That's all their armor's on. There's going to be an immediate ultimate from Takeda, or for the Fairy Shen, but with the Tumult, maybe a little bit preemptive. Kind of wondering what's going to happen here because that preemptive ultimate ain't something too hot, especially considering that she can get out of there for free. The lockdown for the team for a reset here is impeccable. I can understand that. But now we have to worry about a Kylan ultimate. Now, Takeda's the only option here to deny that, but he doesn't have ultimate ready to go. The Kylan might be looking to just wait out Takeda as a response rate, so that's going to be the case. Syra's, though, that's the biggest play right there, too, right? Syra can activate ultimate and throw these dazzles out. Now the Kylan comes out, which means that the Syra can do enough work by herself without forcing out, issues for her team that Takeda wouldn't have to invest. Otherwise, it would be overkill at that point, with the Draco Storm included 15 seconds. So let's take a look and see. R&B's F1 is out, no blue focuses. They know that, but there's going to be the Takeda, there's going to be the Dazzle, there's going to be all the light beams. Laser Siphon making sure it can make its name for itself with the Sand Siphon. R&B comes out here. This is a fight for the century right now between the top two teams in terms of being one of the higher scoring teams. Full squad still available. Gold armors on standby. This is for all the marbles. No pun intended. Nice parry into switching out the weapon, baiting out the parry. That might be Bing's life, maybe? No, he's safe. He's got combo with her, and he has the ping F1 to come out. Clink comes out, 1v1 against the Takeda with the blue focus. Nice slap. Oh, we're gonna do it again. Okay, we're not gonna go ahead. We're gonna throw a parry. And throw another stacking. Hey, give a free kill. Ding, ding. Done. GG's. Let me see a jump LMB. Let me see. God, bro. Oh my god. Let me look at the gear. I gotta look at the gear. I gotta look at the gear. All right, we're not gonna look at this fight anymore, but that team is now fully stacked. They have that many gold weapons to have on standby. Tizzy T-Dog fighting out between finding Wooey and Squeaky and Sachiko. We lost Squeaky. Squeaky got rezzed by Sachiko, but it might be too late. 1 minute and 17 seconds for these guys. Natty, welcome in. Shinigami, give up. Spank Lord Sam was here earlier. Doros was here. Rice Cakes is here. It's crazy. Rice Cakes. You know the password is Monkus. Muzi as well. I know he's chilling out here. This man said Ryomen croissant diff, bro. Crazy. Oh, T. Damn, Kylan slash. Oh my god. Let me see another one. Yeah. Look at the connection. This is the OP meta right now. Knockup meta. You know, it feels weird, but I'm gonna have to say it, right? It's just you know, once you have someone in the knockout mode, there's nothing they can do to stop it, as long as you can get the extensions. Jump R&Bs with a staff, spear, anything like that. That's something I always like seeing. It's always a pleasure, so to speak, with it. Now Revelia comes out towards his corner, has to sustain with his Draco Storm from the spear wheel. Was just kind of an up-o for their opponents to be able to see that be claimed, but they have only a few moments here to kind of work that out. Obviously, with everything kind of coming through here, catching an R&B or here and there. There's gonna be cannon shots to be pocked out. No one's Arcadia except for Party 13. They did lose their teammate. They're trying to buy a res, which I don't even know what's available. We can find that out real fast while these chase downs are happening. Revelia's still in the fights. Let me see if I can find this shop, and then boom, bing, bop. No more rebirth charms. I don't know why they're trying to go for rebirth charms, but it's okay. They go for purchasing for anything. Playing economy for supplies. Kill eliminations had though. Tried to his best getting eliminations. Finding his fight. Revelia puts himself here and to try to chase out of the zone. The Draco Storm heal is just too much, but since we lost our Kylan and we are proccing this recast of the ultimate, F2 shot is going to be going out towards Creditor. Creditor can get out of here. That is a great Justina freeze. That is a double blue focus. Highly risky, but the staggers are clean for it. The resets aren't good for the Justina. They line it up. Tizzy can go for it, but he misses that one dodge. He misses the second dodge. He misses the third dodge. I'm not going to call it out, but Casticures. He's going to be going ahead and expending a lot of rage coming out from there. Creditor goes down. Revelia has his chance, just trying to spot a line of sight to be broken. Nope. Gets a cannon shot at once, tap dodge once, gets calculated. He actually waited it out to wait out the cannon shot, but the Moonbane is now being RNG'd on top of Revelia with insult to injury, and Tizzy T just sealed the deal. We have 9 players left. This might be the finalization of the game for game 1. F2 comes out here, 6 minutes left on the clock. SBK looks for a full reset on the armor. Whole check of Destiny comes out, and the Tianhai ultimate. So now it's up towards Wem going up north and avoiding that Tianhai's line of sight at all costs. And ZDD's ultimate for Sire being invested for this is to hold the team back and making sure they can get a full reset, because this Tianhai ult now, if he goes for the leaps, oh, SBKK, what are you doing, bro? What are you doing, bro? Oh no, real shit, huh? Oh my, he could get stopped by one of his teammates. There's the free grab. Nice chance here for the R&B. Even though he uses F2 shot, which is funny because the F2 shot's a 3-second silence, so you know, we're waiting for a long time. Channel comes out, the Keelan guard's ready to effect for 4 seconds. Gets slashes, gets health whack. He is good to go at 600 HP, but he could get caught by a range shot there. F2 is missed. That's okay. We're at full reset value. We are currently at 19 eliminations, almost 20 bomb with 13 teams. Wooey playing for the long haul here with 14 eliminations with his team as he is making sure he can get the time alive for placement. There's another team with Bing with 14 eliminations as well. They themselves having the Earthshaker, Thunderstorm, Blistering Edge, with the rips up in the Satter shot. Just trying to survive out here. Trying to keep the dream alive, if you will. Which is crazy because, you know, we saw this team earlier. They had God tier loot on their Zipping, and it's gone now. You know, and it's funny because I saw Illusion's message like, "Yo, unkillable. Try to kill that." I don't know what happened. We missed it. Maybe Cherry or maybe Seb guy saw it. But regardless, switch over. Nice tap dodge. Take those. And the F2 shots. It could be a very Shen angle for the Syra. She doesn't have to use ultimate. This team baked up the Draco Storms very well, so anything can come out here for the other teams that want to clock in and deal a little bit of chip damage, especially with that Fire Shen ultimate coming out. But that's also 2 Fairy Shens. This is Tizzy's already in it. He deformed. Curious why, if XBKK wanted to hold on to it, that's the case scenario. But there's not a lot of players to be around for him to want to invest 2 ultimates for the Fairy Shen. Hoping to see whether or not SPKK gets the CO. He probably will. Tizzy T going into the fight right now. Trying to take a sip of water. Part of my thirst. Intrusion. F2 usage from Tizzy. LMB to the LMB. The F2 shot comes out. Holds blue focus. Man's on 600 DPI. What's going on here? 7,000 DPI. Real. 6 players left alive. They get elimination. They are currently kill leaders right now with 20 eliminations, reaching 20 bomb status. And now it's a team between 2 and 1. Unfortunate. I think he's dead. Okay, Tumultual's good. Follow Wisp. Interesting. Very good. Man, just, you know, tap dodging away. He's like, you know what? Let me not say it. We're gonna have the chance of seeing about Sulks though. Maybe gets a chance seeing will we get knocked out 3rd place. Unfortunate. 1, 2, 3 is confirmed. That's a 4th. That's not a 4th. That's a 22nd elimination. And now the last player, the 4th, Bing being the last one alive. playing out a Kylan game. Nicely done. Nice, huge, nice double R&B, just burning out time. Oh my god, I don't want to think about it, but that was clean. That's WK's game. Earning themselves out with the eliminations. They actually put themselves pretty much game 1 champions so far. Obviously, we still need to see what's going to happen throughout the timeline of this tourney today, especially considering that with the teams getting eliminated as often as they did throughout the beginning to the mid game, just surviving to the end game, right? Even DTG didn't have any kills, but they got 3rd place, so they're able to kind of hold their fort down. But that will be the end of round 1. That will be the end of round 1. Elevator music on standby. You know this. We're vibing. And we end up going through. Scores have been uploaded. I'm going to go with the Pantheon, but I don't want to update the Pantheon. Actually, you know what? I'm going to show it on stream so that way I can't update the Pantheon. You guys don't get a spoiler alert. You know what I'm saying? No, that's not it. Boom. There you go. Here's the scores from this game so far for y'all. As it comes out, 31.6 points given out, and the multiplier is a heads up, 1.2 for first place, 4 placement points. That's the scoreboard. But XBKK's, TZT, WK squad 31.6, 16.5 for WKS. Sachiko with Hex with 15.5. Not sure what the team is. Going to be 13.5 though. It's going to be WKT with 10, 6.5 for PSA, 6 points so far for Creditor with Risk. That would be the scoreline for this. I'm not sure if Realman's leaving after this game because he said he was going to leave, but I'm not too sure. I'm going to have to triple check that one. Gonna have to triple check, see if he left. Let's go. We're ready. Yeah. I got no flow. I'm in the all right, we're done. I'm done. XBKK Tizzy Deal. This is the scoreboard for what we have, right? I want you to keep in mind, right? Like this is the overall scoreboard if you guys want to see it, but we're blind out here. But 31.6 with a 23 kill game, it's kind of tough. It's really tough. And they're abiding by the hero points by having the selective usages of team comps. So however much many times they want to use the Fairy Shen zipping into the Justina, that's going to be up to them on where to bring her out again. But this is where we have, for the players in the bottom, they have a lot to work with in terms of this comp selection. Rough start. They had a rough start, right? Big rough start, especially off of that Moon main that happened onto Pyrium. But they have chances to come back here. I know it. I trust it. Trust the process. But this is going to be the scoreline. I won't post the Pantheon because I don't want you guys to get spoiled. When the score gets posted out, I'm just going to make sure, and then I'll send the Pantheon afterwards inside of the Tier 1 Trio Scrim Discord, which also, by the way, let me send that out, is going to be for, oh my, fucking streamer mode is my grief, bro. It is my grief. Hate it here for the streamer mode. Tier 1 Discord server. Boom bam bop being boom bam pow. Big boo. And that's going to be, if you guys want to check it out and be in part with the server and check out the events, as well as also a library that I'm trying to just keep consistently because it's also studying for the casters and this and that for players to take them part for you guys, just to keep track about who's MVP, who chose what, which phase, for solos, for trios, and just skill selections, this and that, like just to keep you guys in the loop. But it also helps out with the other casters just to make sure that they, they have everything kind of settled in. But round 2, Hollow Rot Sunny. Everything comes down towards, jitters, first round jitters. And this is the spawns. A lot of people in Plume Castle. Here's going to be a spotlight here for Imperial Village as well. We'll be going already onto the sight lines. You're going to remember, this happens every so often when it comes to these lobbies where it gets really laggy, really, in the beginning, but at the end, by the middle, it doesn't happen. But it's just because of the amount of players and global server. But Realm gets smacked, F1 comes out. Consistently getting these shots is kind of unfortunate, but Wooly doesn't have any sort of weapon, no armor, no sauce, willing away. Oh no, the miss. Oh, he didn't get comp, bro. Oh my god, I want to wait, bro. We still had F1 available. What's going on? Yeah, and the R&B comes out. Yo, we lost Sashiko. We lost Squeaky in the background too. That's unfortunate. We're gonna switch over to Young. I think we're switching to Young. Remember, like I said, super laggy, dummy laggy, crazy laggy. Stoneford goes out. All right, cool. Creditor comes out though. R&Bs might be coming out with an LMB. Obviously, there is a chance here for Creditor to just look for a release here against a Zai. This is a Zyphon comp actually being brought out. This is actually funny. Zyphon comp coming out for round 2. I appreciate it. I appreciate these guys. Revelia though gets knocked out here. LMB to R&B. 1-2s, no 3s. F1 is utilized. Creditor is making sure, or Creditor's best. Gets himself in the midst of all this. The parry might cost out the team demise. There's going to be 3 eliminations. Shop check. Take a look at the Moonbanes. Who has purchased the Moonbane? Boom, bro. Who has both Moonbanes? Hold on a second. We can check that out right now. I got a lot of options on the table right now. Let's take a look and see who got the first Moonbane. Because if Kaku and Hakai got this, okay, we're going to have a really big setter. But if, no, they didn't even get it. They just got, murked out. Did SYL get it? Because remember, they won the Rama Yang. And they got the puzzle. They didn't even get the Moonbane. 2 Moonbanes have already been purchased, though. Nope, not this team. I don't even know who got him, but we're still going to continue the fights. Purple armor has already been increased by this Matari. Under party number 13. Like I said, I apologize for the stutters. R&Bs again. Grapple bump comes out. R&Bs in the mix. There's going to be a set of eliminations number 5 for this team. Switching out over towards the north. We're going to see over towards the super north. Actually, this is one of the primo spots for economy. WKT actually looking to work this one out here, but again, concert parries. They're losing a lot of health for Chi. No ultimates just yet. The ice butterflies are actually the demise right now for PPG. Power buff throws. They're going to go down here most likely. The connections. 1, 2, 3s. The blue focuses. Mado, big nose. We got the biggest nose of EU. I'll stop. I tease. 1, 2, 3s. Ooh, bars? Alright. We're tired. R&Bs. R&Bs again. 2, 3s. Jump LMBs. Maybe looking for a catch. He might not even get it. Bunny's actually on the top side. Nice kill on Soul Goat. Someone help me out here. Is that V1 lead? Hey, yo, wait a second. Fucker breaks here. That is it. With the V3 Viper. Yo, the new V3 Viper is going to be crazy, man. I didn't want to think about it. I'm going to send out the scoreboard, actually. Let's do this real fast. I know you guys are like, oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Let's go with this. Boom, bam, bop. 2 kills coming out here. 1, 2, 3. Big nose coming through. Can I send the scoreboard in chat? Yes, I will. There it is. 1, 2. F3 into an LMD is kind of tough right now for it. Switching out over towards another fight, though. While that fight is occurring, we still have other fights. Okay, apparently this fight just ended. Big nose still looking for the one. Oh, wait, it's 1v1. This is actually an interesting 1v1. And we're going to hold check the R&B. We're going to be releasing that. What are we doing here? Soul Boom pickup. Oh my god, what a parry. Oh my god, what a kill. Oh, the biggest highlight of the scrim. Who would have thought? The biggest nose of all. It will be coming out here for this team to go DGG to find a reset angle. Here is going to be the entire map for the resets. It looks like DG actually down here. After their first set of losses, yes. 1 elimination on the board for them. They're going to get a full angle here. MC actually over by the end of the dunes, trying to get as much gold. 3 eliminations, no deaths actually, so... This is the biggest play right now. Fortress Kaviani, party number 10, taking a look and seeing what they can get out of here. First deaths already occurred. Looks like Sachiko, Squeaky, and Wooey losing their lives over here, making a reset over by Meta. Party of 13 making their way about with 7 eliminations. Is that Zyphon has been getting a massive amount of kills. The purple armors have already been purchased from this set as a result of the money they had gotten. They got 2 purple weapons, most likely. Most definitely. Now, DTG still makes their way towards Igneous Mound, right? They still have 2 eliminations. And obviously with Mado, with Big Nose, and with Bunny, 6 eliminations inside of Plume Castle with 25,000, no, 83,000 Dark Tide coins. That's weapons to be picked up. Do they even have purple weapons on standby? They got purple jades, at least some, not too crazy, but purple weapons right now would be something that they can purchase or hold on for the money in case A, one of their teammates go ahead and get eliminated, B, they win the Realm Yang and they don't need to go ahead and update. But it's also because this comp can be utilized for if they have an iconic build. Let's go check. I didn't ask for permissions for their builds, if I could show them, because that's something very touchy. For respective reasons, I respect it for the builds for the players to go through, because like I said, competitive season, certain builds, certain comps, that's stuff that players know they can use against in the case scenario for what occurs later on. But Fumio goes down. Make sure Taki can come through here. I'm not even sure how. This is Ryoma. This is MC, bro. That's crazy. LMB comes out here with the Syra ultimate. No Takeda ultimate. No Tianhai ultimate. Brandoro, actually, if he's not mistaken, is going to be using a ultimate here in a second, right? Nah. He still has it down. Definitely gonna be SYL though. Getting a chance here for the drop down R&B with the gold pole sword. Oh, dazzle, nice. This is tough though for DG right now, especially coming out from the woodworks of the tank courtyard as a reset. And MC were coming from the end of the dunes through Windy Stone and then made their way towards there. Searing a Syra ult to the med top region. Syra ultimate is out, Zaya ultimate's out, Matari ultimate is invested. I don't know what forced him to do it against the other Zypher comp, but I'd really be curious in seeing what happened there. There's an armor swap though, nice successful R&B. Laser beam doesn't reach, even though it's 20 meters, doesn't reach that. There's gonna be a chance for a bow shot, might have briefed him just for a second. I'm not sure whether or not this teammate might be getting caught out by his free neutral hits. Oh, ooh, F2. Full sword action comes out. Looking for the hold check, goes for stanchion, does backs off here for a second. F2 couldn't be coming out. And there's gonna be elimination. There's a pole sword to actually be picked up from these guys. If they can come out on top of this, Syra might be eliminated. These guys still have 3 lives left. They can hold E for all I know. Yeah, just make sure they don't lose that. And there's gonna be a full reset for them. Now switching out to new energy. Pika. Having a chance here, energy makes sure they can go for a reset onto the Justina. Holds blue focus and loses their Shayo. Horizontal comes out. Oh my god, I don't want to think about it. I don't want to think about it. We didn't see nothing. Blocking stream comes out. Wait, they gotta die now. Yo, wait, we gotta die right now. He has to die right now to get his rebirth. It might be over. Holdy. He got it. All right, cool. I was about to say, we're about to witness some grief for you right now. See, Sachiko, Wooby, and Squeaky, they're gonna head into the Realm Yang grief right now in terms of Jades. Starfall, double Starfall. Like to see it. We're gonna see Brandoro's team after their success after killing off DG. They're gonna Juggernaut, Starfall, Quick Charge, Rampage as their Jade selections. DTG actually on making their way towards this. Gonna have Ripple Step engraving. Teams are entering the Realm Yangs as we speak, and while this Realm Yang may not have all the teammates nearby, he is still gonna be holding off on the end. Now switching over towards Squeaky, they're gonna be going up against what seems to be Hakai and Young. Take a look at the build real quick for the Jades. Nothing too crazy. This is gonna be a classic Transformer comp. I used to call it Ouroboros comp because of Cycle of Destruction, but Hakai just got deleted in less than the time that I was going to explain that. Sachiko puts himself to an uppercut for that whisk throw, continuously looking for the uppercut slashes come out. The Tianhai ult, I don't even know if there's going to be much to come off of this, especially with this Temi ultimate be ending in a couple of seconds. While the spirit comes out, obviously right then and there, he's looking for the Syra. Syra uses this pillar to kite around and to avoid the wall of the spears, by the way. Sachiko burning a lot of stamina here. Floats down slowly, make sure he can try to create some space and so he doesn't get seen over the peak. He gets caught in the grab, but it doesn't seem to be much worth of a value here. There's no Baldo ult to go ahead and continue. The Takeda ultimate will confirm this fight. And meanwhile, WK and their fight up against what seems to be a test of Viper Ucha, maybe, hopefully so. Viper V3. Missed the Testa ultimate. That's going to be eliminations here, most likely. They could also be waiting for time. You got to remember that. So another reason why you're going to see this is because they want to make sure they can burn as much time so they can extend their buff duration besides the average. We're switching over, though, towards another fight. And we're going to take a look and see about whether or not we can see the culmination of this fight by even standards. It looks like this is going to be a Zai's ensnared to be released. Mandoro has that Furin ready to go. There's going to be LMB to the LMB to the RMB, of course. There's going to be the Takeda Furin to come out. Big spotlight here for the gold focus. Low health for the Matari. Ensnare comes out for the last time for this ultimate duration. Extends it with 1, 2, 3. Oh, that wipeout with the swipe, with the pole sword. Crazy. Crazy. Oh my god. Okay, this is 1v1. He almost gets caught by the R&B. and they die. All right, well, that's gonna be a Realm Yang that we can actually see. What is the contents of this chest? Gold dagger, that's a gold fan, pretty much. Fire Rose target lock is actually crucial. If they had a Tianhai, that would have been huge for them. If they had a Tianhai, that Fire Rose target lock, even without it, but especially, oh, actually, never mind. Bump what I just said. Even with it, they have a Tumult, and that's a free stagger for the animation. That's a free dazzle for the Syra. They can confirm somebody if looking towards of having the Fire Rose target lock proc out. Looking at the Jades here though, making our way towards the shop, seeing what we can kind of get off of the purchase bar, considering that we have the level 2s to come through, the purple armors, the Jades, anything of the purchase bar that they want to come through with. But feeling a little bit, feeling a little bit of the allergies. My left nostril was a little bit big. I'm trying not to sneeze, holding it in. It's not gonna work out. Spoiler. Wuchen Port gets his team out. I think it goes to the north. I'm not too sure. They're gonna. Whoa. We chase these guys? Excuse me. Chasing these guys out here. Party number 10. They make our way with the katana. That's Zai. We see them have, bet the descent. They catch a grapple stagger and they can get that. It might be good. F1 comes out here. Obviously, right then, the Zai ultimate will be used as well. Last second option here, especially with the Matari ultimate still available. There's parry, double parry. Oh no. Remy gets a one-hit confirmation, and he uses his most, and probably the best possible situation right now because there is no escape. And this is the F1 usage of the Zai. The Syra to cancel out the Syra beam is coming out. Seeing if they can get these orbs out. Doesn't matter. Brandora gets elimination. Brandora goes ahead and closes out with a blue focus here if he can off of the Matari and gets his F1 out, so no blue focuses. Skill to get out, forces out Bing to use his Syra ult around the wall and hopefully to deform at the right possible moment. Obviously, Bing puts himself in the position at the pole sword wielding Syra to try to mitigate through the stone form, but it's not going to be enough. There's the elimination spread. There's the kills against the team. Now, switching over to PSA Big Nose. Over by the trenches, having a spot for the Syra ult to be invested early on. Up against DTG, if it looks like this Viper does not want to drop in with an ultimate just yet. They are the invasion squad right now. They are up against what seems to be PSA as well as DPG, the powerful throws. Aiki looks to go ahead for the Zai ultimate. Nice play from Nane Uli on that ballista, trying to look for the line of sight and making sure they can try to get these shots off. If they can get a pot shot against any opponents while their teammates are looking to clean up, they can do it right now. There's a parry though coming out from this point. Jump element to the R&B. Doesn't get caught, but does get killed by the fan from Bunny. There's going to be the return with the R&Bs again. Now we are losing the stutter. The stutter is no longer in effect. I hopefully so. You know what I'm saying? Not forgetting about the chat. What do you mean? What do you mean by that? I want to shout out to Noras in here. I want to shout out to Sarah. Shout out to Sarah. Thank you for being here. We're gonna have to take a look and see about Mado. V3 comes out, teleports F1 with Matari. I did actually check that out for Bunny. I didn't see that. But of course, Bunny having a spotlight as Matari. Unfortunate, but you know what's not unfortunate? That follow coming out for Wexed and B. That jabbing, that's nasty. But wait a second, what do we got here for this comp? What do we got here? Just a jabbing, that's it. That's the only J they got. This is pretty big, it's a gold staff. F1 comes out. Forbidden Seal won't activate any sort of ultimates, even if there was one. There isn't. F1 into R&B teleport. What a play. Oh, wait a second. Wait, we don't got a buff anymore. Okay, now this is kind of a problem. Squeaky came back just in time. R&Bs are coming through. They're going to attempt to res every so often to get that rebirth. Oh my god, the 2-on-1. Oh my god, the F1 to avoid the blue focus. That's crazy. Obviously, you got third eye. Let me see the LMB. Let me see the R&B. Doesn't catch anything off of that. Scare rush up. Scare rush in the building. Big Nose is down. Switching over here, though, we had more fights, right? Slayer fight happening over here. Crossbow bolts off of a Tianhai. We're looking towards the scene of Shio comp to see if it succeeds. Obviously, this is with Tessa. Shio, we are testing out everything. Justina ult comes out. Line of sight is broken with the Tianhai. 2 glad dashes left. Kill off against Hakai. Is that what I think it might? Oh my god. We actually witnessed the Rummy Yang depletion squad not get any eliminations. And this team wins because of it. Tizzy, though, fights out here. Over towards the city of Tong in the northeast. Getting eliminated against DTG. Now, the role of this team right now for WK, they are not having much. They only have, how much damage they got? 2,700 damage. So they didn't really have much fights to go off on. Maybe had a really hard restart in the beginning. 2 kills this time. Remember what I said, right? Like round 1 is as high as it goes, but this is different. It's different. I'm getting messages. Where am I getting messages? I'm getting a message. King. Nice. Nice. Very nice. All right, switching over here. Roaming. Here's the overall leaderboard for you guys. MC's at 12 eliminations. WK actually, T having 10 eliminations, 8 for Hex. And with their fight actually up against Party 13, should be fair enough to see. Squeaky looking for a scale rush. Oh my god, what a read on the parry. Are we getting him? Oh no, we had a full inventory. It's alright, that's because it's Takeda. That's for Wooby. That's ultimate coming out here. Horizontal, vertical, there it is. Light beam. Hoping to see whether or not we get a chance here for Squeaky, as well as getting a lot dazzle, but we're waiting for Takeda ult for the Syro, or for the Zai ult, I should say. Actually, parry is good. Dies, chance for the 1-2s. There's the Zai ultimate. This means that we should see this Takeda ultimate now. There it is. Full deletion from the jabbing. There's nothing he could have done. The jab, once the Takeda comes out, the jabbing, that's extended range. There's going to be the ensnared coming out, but I think it's going to be a GG's. Right there is a quick elimination spread, and that's going to be eliminations then on thereafter. Here is going to be the Heartstopper kick, gold armor with a gold greatsword, pretty much full sword, and a Benthic Descent. I'm not sure if they're going to be using that. Hex is one thing that Hex does is that they usually have an opportunity of having crafting hammers on standby on their team. Razor Swift and Gold Spear, though, for this team is for MC is kind of massive, especially a focus line to be picked up. Huge Jades, huge weapons, and the team comp that really can rely on using the animation of the Razor Swift and grouping up enemies with either having the Tumultuous and otherwise. You know, these allergies are killing me. That's okay, though. We still run it. I'm glad the allergies weren't here for when the MVPO was happening. I'll tell you that. But out of the team comps right now, Siphon, Sansira Siphon having more success. Xiphon is still one of the kill leader lobbies, if I'm not mistaken. They still have a chance of actually making a spot in their play with it. No, they're not kill leaders, but they were. They were at 7 eliminations. They actually got 7 eliminations in the early game, but they haven't gotten any more since then. And with the 7 eliminations that they got now, and their Yang depletion, they're up against one of the key comps that makes the highest score, especially the Samsung and Syra. I'm not sure if any teams are actually rocking the Syra, the Laser Siphon this round, but Laser Siphon would involve with Kurumi instead of Tumulch, and having Takeda with the Syra to kind of go, go deep into fights with the Sustain and the mitigation. DTG making their rounds here. We're actually gonna take a look and see about the builds, not builds, but like the Jade selections for these teams. Let's take a look here, starting off. So we got a Cloud Weaver, a Benthic Descent, group heal for our Noob Squad. Seen towards, well, I don't know if this team's gonna show up here. They got an Assault Smolder and Alchemy on their Jade list. They're still looking for people. They're using the Soul Form to have enhanced movement and without being seen. Seeing the Fire Arrows, Target Lock, Rampage for Ryomen. For Syl, we have Fire Arrows, Target Lock, Soft Step, Gecko Foot, Benthic Descent, and a Juggernaut level 5 on their Syra as an option. So that's going to be the case for the Laser Beam. Just do chunky damage. Rupture Gale, Quick Charge, Razor Swift, Starfall, that's on Brandoro. Seen towards Wooby and Sachiko's team, they're going to have a Mortal Defiance on Wooby, a Jabbing, Heartstopper Kicks, 2 Starfalls. Having a Tai Chi Fan, Quick Charge, Fire Arrows, Target Lock, Soothing Moon, Benthic Descent, Scatter Shot. In the shop, we're actually going to take a look and see about the Jades that are available right now, and seeing what is going to be an option down the road. Obviously, Dreadful Whale, Dragonite Might, those are 2 components. Especially the Dreadful Whale should be purchased like a long time ago, but no one has that. Tizzy still is fighting out Wooby, getting invaded upon over by the Valley of Thorns. Atario preemptive here, trying to protect the team if he can. Gonna have a spot right now for maybe a Matari F to save the day. There it is. Stops Wooby, goes for the R&B, doesn't confirm it due to terrain, and now it's gonna be the port out. This is gonna be where the team has to just, break this line of sight. And Sachiko, he's already on it. He's already looking down that way. He's already seen about it. He might drop down R&B with a Staff Spear. He might even have a Starfall to be used. I doubt it, but I'm just praying. I'm preaching. If he catches this Grapple Stagger and he doesn't go for the Starfall, I'm upset. And he's not gonna go for it. It's alright. LMB to the RMB, jump LMB to the LMBs. Might be looking for parry here. Not gonna have it. F1's gonna be utilized here. Art Stopper Kick, like I mentioned earlier. Stab Dodge is good. RMB is good. We're gonna get eliminations right then and there. Ryomen squad though in the fight. It looks like they're gonna be going up against what seems to be party number 13. Like I said, Xiphon comp. F2's invested. The Tumult Ultimate as well, and that's gonna be Zai getting eliminated here with the RMBs. F2 to go straight to the skybox of the Tumult Circle. Obviously, still is looking for her, but he can't do it. Gets caught in the grapple stagger. Party number 13 to stop the chase. Grapple or bow shot is good. Oh, no, you lost those shots, but that's okay. Throwing out this end. Consistency seen here with the Zai with the Snare Soul and grouping it up. Forbidden Seal can be procced here. There is no option less than that, but this Tessa enchant is already out. So whether or not they're going to be getting this kill, it's going to be right then and there. Tries to deny it with the F2. Won't be able to save his teammate here with that R&B. Finds a nice parry. The Cloud Weaver gets revealed. Obviously, right now, the Matari has to decide upon going back in here, especially when all the players have seen this Forbidden Seal. Once that bubble is active, every single person in the map can pretty much see it as long as terrain's not to their disadvantage. There's going to be no parry coming out from Slayer. He has Shio ultimate ready to go here. He has that Cloud Weaver. Uppercut's good. 1-2, YW3 because he saw the F1, my dog. Slayer is going to die and almost get punished for that. Takeda Furin's out. Shields are active. He throws one down. He might be caught into another Furin Blast. Not to be the case, but one hit is all that's needed for the range shot, either for a laser beam to dazzle. Now there's noob energy going down. Chi looking for the fight here against Solgots. Obviously, there's going to be a chance just using the dazzle to get the free move focuses, and then the Tessin chance good for 2. There's going to be a chance for that Shio block, the F2 to push back to deny the disenchantment, but the Fears are still good for one more usage. Oh my goodness, what a Moonbane. Seen again and again. There's another Moonbane. This could turn around the fight right now. Obviously, the Soul is not going to have the fun time because he gets eliminated. We're going to see over to this corner right there for Party 13. Dies them, dies them Ryoman, Plague. This team has themselves 16 eliminations? 16 eliminations in first place. 13 for Sachiko and Wooby, who are fighting PPG right now. R&B's coming out here. We have Fury number 3 count instead. Gold focus. Kill on Pokeball. That's going to be putting these guys up to 14 eliminations. They're looking for 15 as well. And they find it. Gear. Sheer check. Medic Descent, jabbing still, of course. Advancing on Squeaky is huge, especially on the Smolch, but we're going to see another team lose out. We have apparently 6 teams left to go. Here's the stat lines for them all while I take a little bit of time to sneeze. Give me uno momento. Man, that felt good. And we're back into it. All right. Horizontals come down, jump LMBs. That's gonna be elimination. Kaiki goes through. Squeaky gets the elimination, obviously. CDD puts himself here with a fan. Oof. Thought he got spotted out. F3 knockback. Unfortunate. And this is where it comes down to WK right now. First game, 31 points. We're chilling. That's about it. Right now, everyone else is on their standby, just making sure they can go consistent mode. And trying to, especially after the first round. I know MC, it's like polar opposites. MC had like 2 points in the first game. Now they're up to 16 kills. If they get 22 kills in first place, they will be on par with WK in terms of the scoreboard. So long as not the other teams that haven't already had a great first game, like Hex, so long as they don't push out the threshold throughout games 3 to 6 afterwards. But since we're here, focus slide of reveal again and again against the Syra. We have 6 minutes left on the clock. F1's out here for Brandoro. R&B's again and again. There's going to be a focus slide. There's the LMB. Extends the chase towards the Syra with the focus slide. Nicely done. Dreadful Whale that we saw in the shop earlier is going to be utilized there. Dreadful Whale might not come in handy just yet. There's going to be the Syra ultimate. Might not even use ultimate here. I don't think Ryoman will because he doesn't need to at the end of the day. That Dreadful Whale target, though, that man's got to go. F1 comes out here from Ryoman, question mark? Maybe not. Syra Boom comes out to confirm the kill, and we're going to chase down that other Syra into the Moonbane into City of Tong. It looks like Pika, though, is going to be coming from the backline. Maybe with a huge ultimate to deny this. Test enchant to try to confirm it. Look for the line of sight if he can. Okay, the F1 is out. Nice F1. This is an assassination comp, really. They can get it. I think MC realizes that, and they're actually backing off for it. They're just not sure who their third is. Party number 7 over the art side with Sachiko. There's nice R&Bs, gold nunnies. We saw this also in the shop. Not sure if they had it preemptive, but we're looking for it. We're sliding down. Okay, we're making the risk. This is that risk. Man. Yo, this is I'm gonna call it that. He's the protagonist. He's not gonna get hit by any Moonbanes whatsoever. No Moonbanes whatsoever. Real stuff. And that Draco Storm is so active for one of these teams. I'm pretty sure MC has it, right? Yeah, they do for another 6 seconds. And we have another Draco Storm on here, man. Sachiko Wooby team are going to take full control of this area if they can and just spam it out. Cyril is available on a standby. It's like SYL is looking to try to find out anybody in the outskirts. Noob Energy. on top of the rooftop. Dreadful Whale, J-check. Dreadful Whale, Venom Tip, Venom Step, Benthic Descent, Erudition on Pika, Group Heal, as well as the Cloud Weaver that we saw earlier for Slayer. You're gonna try to contest this. I don't think they can. Yeah, they cannot. They cannot. Noob Energy might have to use ultimate to get out of here. Unless another team wants to take this for third party potential. I don't think MC would like to. Nice Forbidden Seal though. I like that. Now they can play Outskirts. Squeaky Fun Kill against Slayer, the Shiol. They're in the underground. They're in the cellar of the city of Tang. Heartstopper Kick comes out. Obviously, right there is going to be the Forbidden Seal, so knowing that there's no ultimate available, goes for a quick armor swap for the gold rarity. Heartstopper does not confirm. You know what? Do we still have those Starfalls? Man, we got 3 Starfalls, bro. We're memeing this shit. All right, Sachiko might be putting himself here for it. LMB comes out, burns the F1. Nice test and chant avoidance. Jump LMB to confirm the stagger. Just the right time. Nice chance here to try to catch her off the stagger of the Draco Storm onto the walls. The stanchion Sky Pillar comes through. Hold on a second. F2 doesn't come out because he got silenced. I think Noob Energy is going to proc O here, but still dies to the Flamebringer, and that's going to be pieces left to the board. 19 eliminations for MC, 19 eliminations for Hex. Both sides, top teams in their region respectively, and going off against one another. Sachiko puts himself to the sky. Ibi drop down for the Heartstopper Kick. 1, 2. There it is, the setup. There's the the LMB might be coming out afterwards. I'm not too sure. The Cicada F1 comes out from Wooey, as well as making sure that whether or not he can get a Dreadful Whale. There's going to be the proc. There's going to be an RMB. Another Heartstopper Kick against the Syra, who might not even have a chance of getting to use her ultimate outside of this area. If she can, that would be a miracle, but Wooey's already on her. He finds her. He looks for her. Gets to kill elimination. So Melt's ultimate comes out here from Ryomen, but it might be too late. Jabbing the stanchion, but CC control with the Jades puts out Hex on top. 22 eliminations and comes out exporting from Plumeria. All right, you know, listen. First off, hotel music. Right? Hotel music. We're chilling out. Let me export data again. Where's my export data? Oh, okay, we got it. I was about to say, I was like, yo, I'm not getting any export data. Perfect. Boom, bam, bop. All right, here's the page. Boom. Scores. That's game 2 scores. You know, Squeaky and the gang got 30.4, 21.5 for MC, 6 points for Pika. WK with 13.5, 3.5 for Tizzy. Seeing PPG with 2 points earned that round. And then we see 9 points giving out to party number 7, or with 7th place. DTG with 3.5, 3.5 for Young Squad, 8.5 for Bunny Squad with PSA. 6 kills for WKS, 1 kill for Korean, and with credit to best, they're trying to find their role, man. I mean, first into the game 1, right? And being able to survive with 6 eliminations, it's just, we're going to have to see it in terms of the overall, because now the overall has Sachiko, Wooey, Hex, first place, 45.9, TCT, 35.1, WK with Chi with the 23.5, 23.5 as well for MC into the mix. We're back, round 3. I'm not using the overlay that I had from the EGL guys because, you know, that's theirs and all that. But I'm going to go ahead and have a chance of seeing. Maybe we might make an overlay later on. We'll find out. We'll find out. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Boom, bam, ba, boom, bam, ba, pow. Big highlight. All right, I think we can look at the team comps. I think we can because I told them we're going to do a preemptive. So we're going to see a Kylan Former here from PPG. Kaku Scheme going to have an AOT comp. KZT going to be having a Kylan Zyformer with that. Sachiko Wooey is going to have Zyphon for their 3rd round. Predator team's going to have a AOT comp as well. DTG may be working into Liam with the Viper in the Tessa. Very interesting. Going to see a Zyformer from WKT. MC is going to have the Cannonball coming out / Ice Pick. As well as seen with Mado, this time via pure Ice Pick, or pure Cannonball with the Ice Pick. Ice Beams. Now this is interesting from WK, so I want to see that. Sluberry gonna go for the Zyphon with the Siren. PWG gonna be playing DG gonna have the Kylan Former, Dash Former, and an AOT comp coming out here from Party 13. All right, no more hotel music. Hotel music's done. We are setting up here for shop. We are into round 3. This is round 3. Like I said, thank you guys for being here. If you guys are keeping track with the trios, teams, obviously this is something to keep in mind for the remainder of this year for EU, and seeing how many players and teams want to take part, you know, to practice skins, but also just being prepared for the year when the time comes. Here's the map spawn here for everybody in terms of looking past this. Obviously, Celestial loves to be the hotspot. 13 teams and half the lobby is pretty much here. But it's tough because no weapon on spawn. Not a fun time. Just like these setters. These setters are not a fun time. But they're going to have to happen. Obviously, in the Sunwings rest with 2 teams, they're going to be trying to get as much as possible. Cosplay actually trying to get over and living, but I don't think WK is going to allow that. The Hong Sword comes out. Nice F2. This is F2V1, by the way. Yeah, F2V1 for them. F2V1 for the Justina. As well as with the Wu Chen. We're actually going to do that in the beginning as well. The skills. Let's see what skills they got. Armies come through here. One clink to the next. Nice parry within. Catches one R&B. Doesn't get caught by the R&B there. I know that's going to be upset movement. But WKS come out on through with 4 eliminations. That's enough money to buy out these Moonbanes, which have already been purchased once. All right, out of cinematic mode, we go over to XBKK because he's fighting up against Kaku Squad. For himself, this is actually over by the south side near the ravine. This is actually by Fiery Stash, which is down south, super south, over here. And it looks like Kaku's team actually got a full wipe on that, and MC's over into the heart of Celestia right now. Scare rushing here, keeping themselves nicely put in the southwest corner. Hex is actually already in the scene. I'm pretty sure they got a Moonbane, which is also in use right now. I think Big Nose, nope, Big Nose game don't have it. That plaque is going to grief. Oh my. I almost called it too. Oh my god, the Moonbane didn't strike her. She got look. Predator looking for the drop down R&B. This is actually Riz's Moonbane. Huge. Justina Dash comes out. Nice parry. Oh my goodness. Into the double LMB to the army. Trying to get this, trying to get the Kermit at the game, but I don't think it's going to happen. What are we going to F2 here? Goes for self-impact. Has F1 shielding to keep the team sustained throughout this position. That Moonbane is still in effect, but they are peering away farther and further away from it. Now, Predator, gold, purple dual blades, pretty big. So does the best, which is the Viper. Kind of, that's RNG Haven right now. And they have around like 17k goals. They're going to be waiting out the shop later on. Movie, though, on the outskirts, still has their Moonbane available from the Artisan's Grove spawn. Picking up as much boxes to be broken as possible. The wheel is being struck, so now everyone has to watch out whether or not they're going to be struck by this. Keeping eyes and ears out here. You can see how much it comes down towards the players and just keeping the momentary, observation with the bells if they can strike it, and then make sure they can get point of views on everyone around. 1-2s, no 3s. Backs off with the Liam LMB. Catches the clink. We're gonna lose 2 teammates in this for the price of 1, and Reveal is gonna spam this one out. Off to the sidelines, we're gonna see the Moonbane being spawned here from Sachiko's team as they come through with Hex, making sure they get dropped down. The Test and Enchant are good. Sachiko's team, like I said, running the Zyphon with the Syra, having a chance of looking towards and getting as many final blows as possible before a Moonbane strike just griefs everything out for MC. There it is. I can't believe it. Actually, Ryomen got the kill like a Squeaky like that. That's crazy. I think Ryomen's actually gonna turn around here. He's gonna play a bait out. No, he is not playing a bait out. Squeaky gets res as a result. That means that the Zai can come back in. Tries to find Wooby. Doesn't find the angle. The grapple stagger is good, but the Moonbane is stronger. And I think right now Ryomen might get caught out into a chase down. I believe this might happen. I mean, unless they don't see it. Syl is actually in the middle of all this. Ryomen gets hit by another Moonbane. I know he's upset. F2 shots comes out. Justina V2 actually. And there's Sachiko coming to the final blow for the elimination. F2 comes out for Squeaky to charge up. Looks to line up an R&B if he can. Maybe looking for a chance. Maybe in the high ground. Maybe we look for a musket shot. Maybe we hit 3 musket shots. All right. Yeah, we got it. Big Nose gets the elimination against Wing. Trying to wait for this setter to end out. Like I said, early game, we get setters like crazy. 1, 2, 3s. Nice cannon blast. V2 Justina, as we saw before. Oh my goodness. And the Viper stun. Wait a second. Wait a second. That actually throws him off, but Squeaky still survives. Never mind. We're actually chilling out here. Snare Soul comes out. 1, 2, maybe 3. Connects to Gold Focus. Doesn't matter for Zai if she's an active ultimate. She doesn't matter if she gets silenced. There's going to be a chance here for this Wu Chen, though, for Predator to look for an ult, but he does not have it available even at the moment. F2 to mitigate past that the parry, and there's going to be the kill elimination. This team already has 8 eliminations right now. Putting on the board. We're waiting for the scores. 8 eliminations, first place. Creditors team with Risk at 6 eliminations. 4 eliminations for MC. WKS with 4, as well as seeing 3 eliminations for WK, which are in a fight right now against Hakai and, if I'm not mistaken, playing up the AOT comp as they are, yeah. Hakai goes down. BG comes through. Wow. What a deletion. What a deletion. Wait a second. Dang. That'd be crazy. Actually crazy. I don't know if Kaku got out here in time. I think they break the line of sight. Yeah, they do. No, they don't. They absolutely don't. And they're actually going out to the outskirts of the Alchemist's Cottage right now. Kaku looking for 1-2. Doesn't have any grapples. Ooh, he's no parry. F1 still available. 3 positions. Try to go for a scare rush. Won't happen. Blue focuses. More defines procs. Goes down. Hakai and Young are actually going to have to look for that reset. Maybe hoping for quest lines they can earn, but I think this team is still going to be hunting down that direction. We might see it. Alright, switching over back towards in the Celestial region. Fights are now going to be slowing down. WKS, though, with Bing getting a nice LMB. The silence is good against Justina. Uppercut's not good for it, but then there's a testing chance to deny this. There's going to be a blue focus spam out here. 1-2. She got the disenchant. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. Wu Champor is not even set up here. Tinas have no reset angle right now. Obviously, AOT, Viper ultimate, last wild haymaker position here, but this Viper doesn't care. She's going to go through and run it right back in. Might even finish the job with enough, too. Nope. R&B, nope. Testing chance good, but I don't think anyone can get it killed off of here unless a third party shows up like super gang. You know, I mean, Hex is already there. Party 13 is around here. Party number 10 might not have a survival rate if Party 4 wants to work this out. And by working it out, it's with an extra elimination on the board because they're at 9 right now. There's a Wuchen port. It's out to the west, so they're safe now. For now, until Rummy Yang start to go up. So shop, check, take a look at the scene, what we had purchased, all the armors, all the melee weapons, and in a minute we're gonna get the second set of purple armors to be available for anyone who needs it to be on standby. Fumio gets out in the fight. Look at Fumio. What's going on here? Tianhai over by Ghost Town or Ghost Village? Ghost Town. PSA is actually right behind them. Do they know this? Are they trying to escape them? They're actually backing off. V2, remember that, for the Justina. Taki is actually hunting Belly as a result. Cornerstone of this. There's V2 there. There's a slash right there. Kill shot doesn't happen because of that armor swap, but the RMB does confirm with the Mirage. That's going to be it. You know what I mean? The rendering slash, man. Huge. Creditor is going to be actually eliminated as a result here, even with the one of the Defiance proc, unless he ports out in a miracle, but he doesn't even have it. He goes down Creditor. Korean team actually accumulating 2 eliminations here. Rumyang pick up here for Hex, engraving, Overlord. And do they have long swords? No, not even, they don't have long swords. They would like a long sword, but I doubt if they're going to have it. We're going to see if they can enter Rumyang. Otherwise, right beforehand, we'll take a look at this final fight that's happening. Party number 7 actually picking up their 8th elimination. Putting PSA out with Bunny being the final remaining teammate. 30 players total left alive in the lobby. 10 teams pretty much with some, you know, outliers, single players. Hakai is just waiting out here in the tree line. Remember, they're trying to get Kaku back up. But we enter Rumyang. I'm looking for a fight. Looks like we're getting an MC versus Pika. Hexa Harmony Spear, Yodo Hime comp. We'd love to see it, and as well as seeing the Xiphon, but they actually lost Slayer. So Slayer is actually going to be going down. I don't know if this team is actually in. Yeah, they are. With WK. Juggernaut's been picked up. Overlord's in effect. And then for Chi Squad, we're going to have an explosive armor on the Tianhai, Assault Smolder on the Kurumi, Alchemy, Bafiro, Sargalak on Chi. Position right now on the left side pillar. Puts himself out here for a drop down R&B, LMB maybe, not even a stone form here. Sachi goes quick with the R&B to the staggers. Nice plank, looks to reposition over towards Matari, catches her, makes sure to want to see about the burnout for the F2, but we see our Kurumi losing a lot of armor here. Tianhai ult as a response rate. Kurumi ult, immediate panic ultimate that kind of force out themselves with no sustain. Once it runs out, this Zai's gonna have free real estate, even with the opponent Zai to come out, or the Syra ultimate to have free real estate. Sachiko using the corner of this pillar gets grabbed. Okay, what's the next play here? Because she gets probably caught into, oh wait, no. We gotta have to wait this one out because I know the enemies. I know that Wubi's gonna be coming out here for it. Sachiko's gonna get deformations here. She's gonna deform here as a Tianhai. He's gonna have full armor though as he was preempted with the ultimate as seen. The Zai ultimate comes out against Wubi. Wubi gets caught the R&B. F2 to push back. Goes for the hit potential against what seems to be that Kurumi to make sure she doesn't have it. So potential to save the team. There's the F2 coming out. Wubi goes down here. An immediate deletion comes in through and against Kuiki with the R&B. Hold check. LMB's against the R&Bs. And this Zai ultimate coming out. Possibly impeccable timing with a parry like that, and this team kind of turns this around. Early Tianhai ult doesn't mean jack anything, even with its Kurumi ultimate. And for them to actually get this elimination in the set that they did, gold poles were picked up, aerial ren, nunchucks, purple rarity. Like, this is great. These are great weapons. These are great weapons to hold on. MC winning out their Romy Yang, having themselves a gold spear, purple nunnies, a slow shot, very quintessential Jades. Takedo in the fight for his life here. Has V2 ready to go, winning out their Romy Yang. They're actually going to be able to pick up a one of the purple Jades on the list, such as a Roger Script or even the Bentley Descent, but the gold spear more importantly for Taki, who's holding his ultimate for dear life. As well as we're seeing WK winning out their Romy Yang. Going to see whether or not Taki can go for an R&B. Goes instead for an ultimate cast here. Tries to see the lineup as it comes out. To try to connect a re-grab. They find it. The Zai ultimate comes out. Maybe, hopefully so. I'm not too sure. I'm pretty sure that Zai is going to do work here, right? Maybe, hopefully. I'm not too sure. F2 comes out against the Takeda, or for the Tianhai. And it looks like Taki's going to be actually focusing her down, looking for the V2 to burn it out, but it's not going to come out just yet. She's spacing out. The team is now in the lock still 3v3. Repositions. Slashes come out. Ultimate is done. R&B gets caught the ensnared snow. F1 still available, though, of course. We might use it here. Not the case. That's okay. F1 then. Parry forms disallowed. Another Dragon Slayer. Blue focuses come out. We kill one. We might look for two. Parry was good. Fumio doesn't get punished for it. Now he does. R&B is good. We get an elimination. On another R&B, the Azai comes out to try to use it offensively. A soul boom of 1,000 heal, by the way. 500 health, 500 armor, but it won't be enough. And it looks like this team has 6 eliminations coming in the company up front, bro. You take those. Hexto actually get a kill though against DTG. After the loss in Romy Yang, they got full reset on their rank Yang depletion. There is none whatsoever. 13 eliminations though. Stats on the stat line right now for them. Seeing how WKT is actually at 12 eliminations in second place. WKS are in 12 with 12 eliminations in third. 7 kills for Risk, as well as seeing Korean's team with DG with 6 eliminations in fifth. MC with 6 eliminations in sixth. With Kai Spooner Young with no eliminations as well with Pika with the noob squad. Just trying to find a reset on Kaku to come back after they are an AOT comp. So trying to find Kaku to come back. Pretty tough into his mix-up. They are over to the west side. They got Kaku just back. What the? Listen. Cassacres. In the positive note, this is the good ending for the Cassacres. They got their teammate back up. Revelia though, losing out Creditor's Best is it's kind of tough, especially considering that they just spotted the teammates. And remember, they gotta get what 12,000 Dark coins for them to get the res. It's a lot. But let's take a look at the scene. What's happening over here because I see 3 teams in the vicinity. It feels like. Dracostorm for another 15 seconds. Brandora, blue focus, not gonna come out. Nice double tap dodge and nowhere to avoid the gold. Nice halberd play here. Might be looking for an angle for an ultimate. I think they have freeze, but Justina gonna come out, get the elimination against Yodohime. There goes Brandora. Yodohime is always. F2 silence is good on towards the. Oh my goodness. Yo. In a way. Yodohime comes back just in the good time. Is she gonna confirm it? She does get 1 kill elimination as being. Wuchen Port's good though over towards this building. They were just taking a look over that. Justina is active in ult. She gets a freeze. She gets a F2. This might be a spotlight right now for the turnaround as this team had that Yodohime to come up in the most sublime position out of the line of sight and using the slashes to kill confirm. Nice parry. MC comes out with eliminations. WKS having around 13 kills and going out in around 9th place, 8th place. 9 eliminations. Kaku fighting out Fumio, or tagging them, as it would say. Taki, gold spear, dangerous game to play, especially with the Kylan and Tianhai. Going to the Jade Gate, we still have Romy Yang in around 20 seconds or so. Taking a look at the scene, if this Mystic, or not Mystic Knight, with this White Tiger's prowess, with the Spear Wells can be looked upon. We have currently 20 players left, which is around 7 teams, and this is going to be just between 4 teams into Romy Yangs if it comes down towards a team getting a free roam or a team wanting to contest them. But we're going to the shop, take a look at the Jades, hopefully, if I can see it. Specialty J's are going to come up here. Prizefall, Dragon War, Earthshaker. They're going to come after with a staff as well as one of the premier weapons. I think that's what they're waiting for. What's it going to be? Going to be the armors coming out here. Staff is purchased. And the gold armor as well, given to Wooey. Making their way towards the Rumyang Gate. Perfect execution of the location, but now it's time to see what's going to happen, because if anyone wants to take a fight, like, they're going to take the fight. I think the only team that would be available wanting to take that would probably be just party number 4. Or not party 4, party 7. And they go into it as well. All right, Jade selections here. Engraving Juggernaut, Engravings, Twin Shot, Overlord, Twin Shot. Like a lot of the similar Jades, WK Squad. Fire Arrow, Circle Lock, Aerial Rend, Alchemy, Salt Smoker. Not a lot of specialties. Purple weapons, though, are on standby right now. Take a look at the Kurumi's point of view here and seeing where she lines up in terms of being support. Getting caught out. One R&B that causes a stagger. One choose. Backs off. Doesn't know whether or not the F2 is going to come out. The immediate skin ultimately coming out from Chi. As she's going to go ahead and for the grab and looking for Squeaky. You looking for the R&B. The Assault Smoker gets caught by the Scare Rush. The F2 from coming through here from Atari. Ultimate as well as Zai. Might be a death sentence right now. She doesn't proc ultimate. She's not safe and quick enough. There's going to be a dazzle, and that may be deletion right there. Yeah, it is. The moment that she didn't use that ultimate, the Syra gets a dazzle, and that's it. F2 from Atari, F2 from Zai as well, just for a proc ult. That's going to be Tien Hai getting a meter dumped out here, and not having the sustain he would be looking for, especially coming from the size of his Kurumi's circle. But that's it. That's it. Rumyang win. Morris Blessing comes out. Repair roll. Gold Fist Blades, Purple Bow, Fire Circle Lock. That's the lineup right there. MC is actually fighting on Slayer outside of the Rumyang though. F2 shots, good for it. They got the Spirit Web from the they got the Spirit Web buff. That's gonna be elimination Slayer. That's gonna be elimination 10 so far for the team. 6 teams left alive. 16-4. First place. WG. Like they got the you know, they got to make sure they could find somebody in soul form. I'm not sure if anyone got a free round. These guys definitely did. They got themselves a let's see, Gold Fan. Okay, Gold Jade was picked up as a Cloud Weaver. Stamina Strike, Vadra's, Bending Descent. Here's the scene. If anyone's gonna buy any more Jades from the shop, if we can see that. I'm not sure if anyone is. Still have 4 minutes left before the next set of items get available for themselves. I'm not sure who got the gold staff. I'm gonna take an assumption that these guys did, but they got gold armor. Never mind. So who purchased the gold staff? Okay, WK did. Okay, WKT did. They're gonna find out party number 4 here with the buff, which is the exact same teammate, exact same opponents that they went up against. The teammates are caught out. Sachiko looking for it. RMBs, catches the staggers. Kurumil finally coming out here, but the F1 is invested here for Sachiko. Having to worry about whether or not he needs a reset, not a problem. He is gonna be he's gonna be up to date with the Draco Storm wielder. Gets a nice parry with his teammate. Nice attempt for a Syra ultimate now. There's going to be a chance here for the dazzle. Tien Hai doesn't come out, but the kill for the Zai will happen, and that's going to be a full wipe against WK here, especially against a Tien Hai who is now going ahead and just getting picked apart piece by piece. So the soul wounds are going to be picked up, which I feel like could have been delayed a little bit for the rage per second, but since I got another elimination, this is going to be 70% pretty much guaranteed. Never mind that. Probably 85% right now with the A rage percent kicking off. So Sachiko, we're chilling. MC on the outskirts. White Tiger's prowess. Jay's on the selection here, actually. Phoenix Blast and Brandora, double a Starfall, a Vadra's Grip, a Phantom Step for the Yodo Hime, which is big. Sap Jade on SYL, as well as with Ryomen. So 2 players on the team with a Sap Jade. Playing into ground keeps. Could catch it. Could get parried. Could happen. But Vadra's Grip will protect the gold weapon. Pretty big for Brandora right now, especially as he's scaling with the Yodo Hime. But they get spotted, or they poked out with the other team, which also has a buff with the Draco Storm, so they're gonna walk away from that. Don't want no smoke at all. Not with the Xiphon. Not with the Xiphon Syra. Yeah, now we're in standstill. Now I can chill. Round 3 chill mode engaged. White chicken run, bro. That's what I'm saying. Fumio's team actually. Take a look and see him. Did they ever get a Fist Blades? No. I don't think so. It's not Korean. It's Fumio. Does he have Cloud? He doesn't. He doesn't have Fist Blades, man. I wish he got Fist Blades because this Cloud Weaver will go absolutely bonkers with the slashes with Kylan. MC are actually on the vicinity here. No more buff in hand. No more White Tiger's prowess. Obviously, Brandoro has himself just, you know, being the one of the few Yodohimes that are actually happy about the meta change, well, not meta change, but the comps that are being played and seeing Yodohime with Justina, like, he's like, oh yeah, I always knew she's gonna be viable. I know Dooney's somewhere out there. Oh snap, we need this king. Perfect. Quest line's going through. 5 teams alive. I don't know, how is Young's team actually in terms of supplies? Because remember, these guys were on reset the whole game. Assassin's Lens, Juggernaut, Switchazzle, Soothing Boon. No purple weapons except for the Hakai, which is on F2 for the Viper. Man, this is what happens when you referee. You just know how to do everything in terms of the commands. Feels good. Hope you guys are enjoying the experience of watching these matches up, though, especially with the trios gamers in EU. I don't know if I'm going to do NA. I'm going to be honest. NA is kind of difficult, bro. NA is kind of a mission. I'll see if I can get it done, though. I'll see if I try to get it done again. But I'd have to ask a lot of players, like, hey, is that trios team that you were part of during last season still alive? Or you got, you know, it's like, are you playing anywhere else? But I can find out. I'll actually work the network if I can. Dragon War picked up. Oh, wait. Oh, yo, we got updates. Dang. Dang, pistol shots? No spear will shield. Protect that. 80%. Are we procking ults for this? Oh, we are. Boom, bam, bop, boom, beam, bam. Yo! Oh, my goodness. I was scared. Did he get the Syro ultimate in time? Yeah, he did. He did. Sachi's already on them. And Taki's going to be backing off with DG. Spotlight right now just to keep the you know, slowly but surely. But you remember old Syra, y'all. Remember how slow she was in the past, man? She'd have been still at Sunveil Dwelling, and there's gonna be that Forbidden Seal. This is kind of, even though it forces a sign for the players to see that, maybe they do, maybe they don't. I'm not sure. He's pinging out the staff. Staff. I don't know if he's pinging out the Forbidden Seal. I don't even think they can see the Forbidden Seal. Are we looking over in that direction? Or Reveille sees it. Okay, cool. Yeah, but this team with DG, they're going to be holding down their corner here. Kaku showing up in terms of Sunveil Dwelling as well. Now might be a little bit, they might have to hit that bell like, you know, like yesterday. Oh, that bell's already been struck. All right, we're chilling. They had to break off because at the level they are compared to where they're going up against, they're going to have to just wait out and see where these fights end up in the circle. And then hopefully by that time, they can end up going through. The only problem is with this bell within the 100 meters, they're going to get spotted. Talking about getting spotted. Wow, 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 wow. I can't believe it. Unfortunate. So what's going on right now? What's his point of view? Drop down R&B? Oh, shoot. Oh, my lord. Wait, SYL actually getting meter dumped out? Crazy. Kaku dying. Happened. Blue armor. R&B is good. Nice fan blast. I'm not sure. Uh oh, you guys heard that? Hey, we don't talk about it. Creditor making sure he can work with his purple katana coming out here. Maybe having a spotlight for BWG or with DG actually having a chance of just peering over the edge. Sacho catching LMB, nice F2. Nice SC10, double hit, gonna come after the Sans. Great ultimate for the Viper. The Matari ultimate was ready to go though instead. White Tiger's power is gonna mitigate this just a little bit. 25 heal per tick. R&B is coming out again and again. There it is. Maybe an LMB to the kill steal. Nope, Squeaky's gonna find it. That's gonna be elimination. What was it 20 right now? Yeah, 20 right now. 20 bomb is earned. Squeaky looking to hunt this down. A random Moonbane spawning out here. Taki's going to be backing off. No ultimates invested from this team just so far. MC, though, having to work into Brandor and SYL's ultimate coming up with that Soul Bloom. Now, Wooby's going to be fighting out and just poking out. Supplies right now looking kind of good. We got how many repair chests? We got around like a total of 11 right now in the lobby for them. 10 or 11. For Yeoman, supply check, looking at them, they are looking pretty healthy as it is, as well as just making sure they can have this end game zone to work off of. Towards Creditor with Aurelia, we lose out Creditor. We lost Creditor's best, just say. The Viper, Creditor goes down himself, the man himself. Aurelia on standby here as a Tesla has ultimate to go through, but just has to hide out if they don't get picked off piece by piece, layer by layer. As Onions have got those layers. I think MC gonna get invaded here by Korean, question mark? Question mark? Oh yeah, they are. No Rupture Gillo though. He's just gonna go for those cannon shots and just try and hit those marks. Sachiko making sure you can cut through with the pole sword here for drop down. Also has a staff, by the way. Gold rarity. Yeah, to repair that bow up. And then just go for twin shots from Squeaky as well. Spear Well is a Draco Storm, by the way, so for them not to have any sort of issues here would be a miracle. Full sword action charge up now. Obviously, if this team gets it, Island ult has to come out preemptive. Right? Big time. Big time. Nice test and chance from Rebella to actually force this. Okay, cool. No skills, no ultimates to use. Brandoro, safe. Spearwell, though, has to be contested right now, bros, because this Kylan ultimate might not be as much value, but it's also about the Siphon coming up from Squeaky Squad, aka Hex. The Squeaky Squad. There's going to be the ultimate proc. Are they going to try to go for a full send here? I mean, he had no armor, so this is actually coming up from Taki, where he had to have used ult to save himself. They're at 40. They're not even at 40%. They're like 35%. Now they're at 40%. Still having to clear. Line of sight for the Fairy Shen. Ultimate comes out. Maybe looking for a level 2 slash. Backing off of this corner. I don't know. We're gonna get the spear. We're at 50%. We're at 65%. We're at 70%. Ooh, a little bit tip here. We're gonna be looking at 75. We're at 3/4 of the way. 80% almost on the come up here. There's gonna be the Zai to come out for the full actions. The Dragon Roar is good. Taki might be caught with the Cloud Weaver as a result. Another Cloud Weaver this time coming up from Fumio. Might be making his appearance as Fumio is on the ground level. With the Karumi ultimate finds a nice grab against Sachiko. This is a key target. The Syro with Wooey actually coming out to get caught in the grab. Slam down's good. RMBs are better, but they need to confirm this. This is a death sentence to Fumio and Taki. 2-for-1 deal. And now the Tianhai has no teammates to work this. It's crazy. Kind of want to see that in the replay. Kind of want to see someone clip that deletion, bro, because I need to look back onto that, man. Slam down's good for it. Yoda ultimate. This is MC's actually biggest round to come through. If they can get this Soul Bloom or they get this Spirit Well, which has been up for about 2 minutes. They have only one less minute to work about before the Spirit Well disappears. Wooey on the ground level with the ensnared. Justina dashes might come out here from SYL. SYL goes down, never mind. F2 is good for the uppercut. Ensnared is back up for Wooey. Wooey goes for the slam down, maybe looking for a dash in the front. Goes for gold focus. He actually loses the ensnared soul. Gold focus spam, loses ultimate. Not going to be a worry potentially here. Needs armor powder. Gets a parry, F2 shot that gets to negate him because of that Storm Stride, which was actually a brief moment. The gold focus has come out. The Sapjay gets avoided. There's going to be a blue focus. No, jump RMB. Nice Fury Channel to try to go for extensions for 1-2s. Throw 3s. Oh, nice F2. Jump down for the jump through. But Ryomen is doing work here for the team and making it happen, man. This Fairy Shen game plays off the charts. Losing out their Justina, and they're still making it happen. The Syra ult comes out. This Spear Well expires soon. And Ryomen gets caught with the RMB by Wooey on ground level. This is going to be where Wooey uses F2. Goes right back into the rooftop. Has his ultimate to come up in around 30 percentage points. One jump RMB for the fist blades, and that's all he needs. This Brandora ultimate with the Fairy Shen could come out to be disappearing in just a moment, but Korean is inside the building, so he really can't use his ultimate as a Tianhai, and he is getting extended, and that is going to be game, folks. Korean was the one hope with the Tianhai in the end game block circle to work with Brandora, but wasn't going to be the case. That is a crazy game. Coming out for the stats, I wanted to show the healing as well for you guys, so you guys can check that out. Bruh. 27 kills. First place. For Hex. MC with a total of 15 eliminations in second place. Korean with DG. 6 eliminations in third. Risk is going to have 7 eliminations in fourth. Young Gaku Hakai XP, yeah, XP with no eliminations but placement for fifth. WKT with around, and they got a lot of eliminations, but 12 eliminations in sixth place. Peak with placement for seventh. 13 eliminations for WKS. DGG with placement for ninth. 4 eliminations for WK. PPG with placement for 11th. 2 eliminations for Beta for PSA in 12th, and for 3ZND, I think that's the team name, for 13th place. But that's going to be where game 3 guns. We're in that halfway point. Bop. For that game alone, 36.4 points. Crazy score. Highest so far, 17.5 for MC in second place, 8 points for Korean. Creditor's best was 8.5 in fourth, 1.5 for XB, 13 points for WKT, 1 point for Noob Squad. We're going to have 13.5 for WKS, 0.5 for DTG, WK with 4.5. 0 points for PPG, PSA with 2 points, and with 3 ZND with 0 points in 13th place. Overall, though, Boom Bam Bop, here's going to go back to the top. They're 82.3 for Hex right now. MC's at 41 points in second place, 39.6 for WK, WKT with 36.5, 36 for WKS, with the XMB with 22.5 in sixth place total. So that's going to be for the first half. 20 seconds, and then we're going to look over the full roster list, starting from party 1, and then moving down through this matchup. Curious to see who comes out on top. I mean, so far, Sansiphon Syra was like the dominant force, but then Xiphon comes out round 3, like boom, bam, points. Sansiphon Syra, though, could be converted into Laser Siphon, where there's a Karumi instead of the Takeda, or the Tumult, I should say. But we'll have to see if that happens and if it comes as a success. We have yet to see a Viper Matari Wuchen, though, so we'll have to see about that. All right, here's the skills. Here's the ultimates. Laser Siphon with the Ice Beam Siphon. Gonna see Young with it as well. This is gonna be into round 3, so or round 4, I should say. Takeda Siphon coming out for the skills for you guys. I'm gonna have to do this as fast as possible because now it's gonna be coming through. There it is. Sand Siphon coming out. Going for risk, gonna be playing out these skills as shown. Going to DTG. Having a Zyra Siphon with a Zip Hinging as their third instead of Matari. Probably gonna be used here later on, maybe potentially. Zyformer coming out. MC for Ryomen with the Yodo Hime with the F2s. Ooh, I'm gonna miss out. There's gonna be a Shayo coming out here from Big Nose. I'm trying to try that out. Zyphon with the Justina. Love to see it, especially. And then Pika coming through here. I'm not sure I can get Fumio and Taki here, but too late. We're gonna look at party 13 too. Boom, bam, bop. 5-minute break and probably like a 3-minute break, right? And we're having it on time, right? There's the skills. There's the ultimates. Creditors getting chased down. Oh my god, I want to look at third party 13 before we go through. This is YZMB playing out the Kylan Former with the F2 parry bow. No shot. Oh my god, he got F2 parry bow, bro. All right, first fight's gonna start out here into Plume Castle Slayer. Puts out the work. LMBs. Rapasaga's coming out. This is going to be the Zyphon with the Syra. This time again, this comes from Team Noob, but they're going to be going straight north towards Young, towards, if I'm not mistaken, XB. XB actually losing out 2 of their teammates right now. Spawns on the map, has Sachiko Squeaky at the heart of Salvation Podium, not getting caught into a fight yet. But they are going to get that Salvation Podium. Imperial Village has WKT with them fighting out MC. MC having a carry nicely done from Brandora, the connected, but the blue focus could come out from the back line, making very careful whether or not she's going to throw the blue focus. There's going to be Brandora sooner on the dot. Scare rush is not going to happen. Last hit confirmation occurs. Brandora gets elimination. Gets a nice parry again. Nice plays coming out. The combo breaker is utilized. Crouch Limit doesn't come out. The blue focus and the F2 in the kill confirmation is met with Ryomen. And this team comes out with 3 eliminations. Check the shop. Take a look and see who has purchased out the Moonbanes yet. No one yet has gotten them, but I'm pretty sure Korean right now in the fight of his life up against what seemed to be party 10, which is WKS. F1's good for stagger. R&B hold check. Wow, wow, wow. Nice parry. Oh my god. Delicious, scrumptious. Moonbane's purchased. Not yet. We're going for the res though. Back into the Imperial Village, we're gonna see Creditors with the risk. Gonna go ahead for elimination number 3. Reveille though in a fight. Not too sure what's happening over there. You're gonna see what weapon that Sachiko's team had gotten through. Gold pole sword, purple Hong sword as a secondary. Jade selections also showcasing the gravy in the. Oh my god! Oh my god! I can't believe we got a Kabloom this early on, bro. That's actually impeccable. Scary business right now for Mado though, as a Shayo V1. Having to see whether or not this zipping is gonna chase this one down. Because right now the Tianhai grabs are in prime position, but this cliff side is what's going to deny Bunny getting almost caught out. Going to see a reline of sight for the Zipping for 3ZNV. 3ZNV. I don't know. I don't know the names. Don't ask me. Or the meaning behind the name. Viper ultimate on the backflip. TDD might catch 1 stun here. Maybe, potentially. He gets 1. The teammates comes up for clinks. Doesn't get any confirmation. Nice parry. This time, though, off of Predator's best. And he might be going for a blue focus. The F3 confirms a knockback into the rubber band into the RMBs. And that might be actually it. There it is. 1 down. Tizzy T. WK. 2 eliminations so far. Making full awareness in terms of making sure that Reveille is taken care of. Obviously, Revelia is going to go down as a result, but these guys still have 1 life. They got 3 eliminations. They're just going to go to a reset, maybe even potentially towards, Grizzly Rise or even to the Fidget Pools just to get some sort of gear reset on board. But switching over back towards the Ice Shard Lake, we still have more fights to happen. Highland Ultimate is an active format. We don't have a Chain High Ultimate ready, but we do have a Zipping Ultimate just in case. Once his Ultimate starts to run through his HP bar heavily, but everyone's lined up, so it doesn't even matter. He's getting all the resets for his HP. Goes into Keelan Guard. You might see an F1 comes out. Nice kill, gets attack. His DG going to get spammed upon. The Korean is actually going to go ahead and get it caught through. Level 2 charge comes out. There's going to be the hits, and that's going to be the kill. That's going to be elimination 4 so far. DG on the first set of lives to be coming back out. Pika though with Noob Squad getting with the LMBs and the Xiphon comp with the Syra. 2 eliminations trying to find Kaku with XB. As Young is an active ult. F2 shot off of energy in the middle of the ravine is kind of crazy. Kind of cool though. Slayer in his fights against Kaku though. Fairy Channel not used just yet. Double tapped off. Tries to make his way towards it. I think he might not make it in. Nice 16 freeze. Wait a second. Who is this? Akai coming out of here. F2 is good. Maybe so. When we're looking for an F2 against this Matara, there's Justina, but if she lines up a free dash, she can just go ahead for the stagger. F2 comes out to try to kill off. Nice R&B attempt. Catches it. 1 hit left. The F1 was not too far, and Young goes down. Noob Energy, though, is going to go ahead and make some shots towards Hakai in the distance. Tries to find it, finds it. Kaku gets no confirmation on the knockback. That Slayer isn't there. Grapple stagger is good. Not going to happen. Never mind. Scare Rush is better, and that's going to be an escape for a temporary moment of relief, and then Hakai gets caught again. F2 burn. Position Stina. The knockback F2. Jump LMB. Eliminations are had. 4 eliminations so far. We're going to take a look at the overall right now and look at the player's score in terms of the kill eliminations before the shop actually opens up, which you can actually look at right now and seeing what team players are actually going to work to get this purple armor. That's going to come up in just a couple of seconds. If this thing gets immediately sold out. There it is, immediately sold out as a result, and the shops are going to be coming after the purchase bar for the next set, which we can actually take a look and see about what's going to show up later on. Let's take a look and see what's happening with party number 10 with WKS, because they are going off with no ultimate proc for the Zai just yet. She's been holding it down just in case after the Cyro ends, and then with her, just going to be coming right back towards her teammates. PBG cosplay and his mix-up, it's going to be looking pretty cooked right now for PBG if this ultimate from Zai doesn't work as it should. They have no ultimates to sustain themselves in case this fight. Kiki is down with the ultimate, so there's nothing they can do about it when the time comes. There's his Zai ultimate. There's the F2. 1 hit. Sobloom to keep the sustain going, and that'll be a full squad wipe for that team for now. But switching over back to the Ice Shard Lake. I don't know how we were back. I don't know we're ending up back here, bro. It's crazy. Gonna have to see a Kylan ultimate again. Deja vu. The ice butterflies that's still on the ground. Level 2 splash comes out. We're looking for a rebound here for the Wu Chen after his 3rd F1. There it is. Nice slash. 1.0 slash then. For level 2, confirms it. Goes for another one for the rebound for the rendering, of course. Captures himself for that Viper if he can. This is Viper at 3, if I'm not mistaken. So we're going to see if she uses it. The Wuchen port gives him out of there. The beam of light gives this team full reset and full knowledge of where those players are. RMB comes from Squeaky. Got to get D-Dodge if he comes out with a combo breaker. Not going to be the case. Dazzle's good. LME's good. And there's going to be a Zipping to try to keep it the same, but not going to be enough. And there's going to be in the background Nanu getting eliminated by Wooly. This team has around 3 eliminations. The first set of a team wipe in their games. Full kill leader squad has WKS in first with 5 eliminations, 5 for Pika with Noob, having XN 3ZMD with 4 eliminations in 4th, MC with 4 eliminations, and Korean actually fighting on Noob. As a result, we're going to take a look at the scene. There's going to be an ultimate ready to go here for Tien Hai as Korean's getting a set up shot. This is over by Boomerang Cliff, if I'm not mistaken. Seeing the grab, not going to catch her one. He's looking to anticipate. He gets one. This is big. This is going to be a little. They have to kill this person now. They have to. She gets F1. And he gets a regrab. Why are we blocking ultimate there? In front of a Tien Hai. What are we doing here? That's all right. That's a difficult option. Because if you use F1 into ult, he completely reads you. He actually just has to look at you and then it's over. Riga though has a space out. Kermio going for res. Nah, she ain't gonna do that. She can't do that. Damn, we actually salty spawned. Okay, we still have Cyro though. Wait, this actually might work out. Pika is getting losing all his health, but now it's up to Pika to come back with a Zai ultimate, maybe turn around this fight. Tendency. Rumyangs are happening right now. We're gonna have to take a look at seeing because Taki does not have an ultimate. That's gonna be tough. He gets an F1 heal. Dies out, possibly. There it is. Taki goes down. Could potentially see a chase down. We're gonna take a look and see about these Romiangs in 20 seconds or so. Sparewell is a Mystic Might in the center of the map right there. As it comes out, PSA is gonna be looking for it. They're sniffing it around. I can't. They smelled it. They knew it was here, right? Party number 10 though, making their chances here. For Romiangs, Jade checks. Velocity Untold. And I'm not sure if they have a nunchucks. They don't. It's okay. Switching out towards a Romiang, obviously. Having a chance of looking through. Dang. Take over here. Let me see what happens between WKS. Hopefully, let's see what happens in this Romiang against Hex right now, because this is kind of a dangerous position. Velocity Untold. Can't believe the 1.0 parry, bro. Bing. Slashes come out. Bing has himself for a slash here. Might be going through. 1-2, no 3. That's Cicada Fury, and this might be a good freeze. There it is. Cicada Fury's gonna come out just in time, but the Matari is already dead, and that's gonna be a deletion from Sachiko to just allow it once you reach the corner into the wall. But the Zai is gonna have much to do here. That's gonna be eliminations coming through. Hopefully, whether or not they're gonna be having a chance of just deleting her, they're gonna be waiting it out for the time frame. Now, onto the other Romiang, Kaku XB having their chance in their Romiang up against Predator, who is in active Cyril. I'm not sure if MC is actually in their fight in the Romiang. I want to see if that's the case. Looks to be happening right now. There's going to be a Tian High Ultimate trying to go for those grabs. Fairy Shedneck from Ryomen. Absolutely putting the work in. Having it to be made. There's going to be a melee grab potentially from Brandoro. There it is. Doesn't get Ryomen out as a result. The control from the Fairy Shen is going to be in fair view because there is a line of sight that Ryomen just needed, and he found it. He has them all in the corner. Even though SYL is down, Brandoro is making work with just himself in the face of danger. The cannon shots, though, are now going to be obstructed by this pillar. Brandoro has just a couple of seconds to survive if there's a chance. Ugh, the Scare Rush is good. The R&B to protect him. Is it going to be spammed? Oh, my God. Put a Seared on both sides. F2 shot to reposition right there. The blue focus gets dodged. The Soul Ray doesn't come out. No EU moment. Hold the blue focus, or release it again. Do it again. And do it again. Let me see that too. Oh my God, he avoids it. Dang, the turnaround. Whoa, whoa. Gonna be a Morris Blessing for the gold pole sword, as well as just checking out with that purple armor and the team coming back up. Juggernaut level 4, bro? On who? Who has that? Hold on. Sorry about that. That's gonna be on Brandoro, bro. I don't know. Let's switch this up. So Sachiko will win their Romiang. They get gold halberds from it, and they end up getting a jade, such as a rampage and a jab. Okay. I need to see what's gonna happen later on, because those jades are just too good right now. I need to find people to fight. This is Sarah Soul coming out here from party number 10, if I'm not mistaken. UZND making sure it can go through with it. Ooh. Cut LMB. 1, 2. Wait, we could have extended that, bro. Really could have extended that, and then the team can come through and follow up. Unfortunate, but it's okay. Might be a turnaround for this fight. Wait, Matara could actually 1v2 this if she gets ultimate in just in time, but that's if the F2 doesn't come from Zai just in time. R&B releases it. Lethal jab is good. Another R&B that's going to be hard confirmed. Slayer actually up on 10 eliminations here. MC Brandoro up against Wii. Okay, hold on. Both Romiang fighters coming here from the outside north of the Aquila Gateway. R&B comes through, gets caught with the Tumultuous Wisp. Obviously, the F1 comes out. Wui's going to look for his Square Rush for the not the F2, but anticipates the F2. Goes for Kabloom instead. Gold dual blades converted from the halberds they had previously. And that's going to be where the jump LMVs come out. A full team wipe for the Vermilion Birds might. Crazy jades to work around. I realized when he had halberds, I forgot that he can just convert. I forgot he can convert him. I just forgot that since he has Kabloom, that's an immediate dual blade setup. Like he's converting those. Frame 1. Nice double R&B. Nice elimination. Sire goes down. Wait, she was left by her teammate. Was it XP? Oh, it is XP. Tempest kick. What are we doing here? King. Dead. King. Oh, he's going for slap. Okay, I'm okay with that. Nice. Oh, all right, we got it. I was about to say, those dual blades were kind of, halberds were kind of weird. But that's another 3 kills. That's 13 eliminations in a span of like 45 seconds. So they're gonna be going through. Obviously, the Realm Yang winners are now without merit in terms of just having the buff. The only person that hasn't burned the Realm Yang is Young, and he's about to approach a person. He does not have Realm Yang anymore. So this is kind of scary. Quick line of sight. Does he see him? Does he see him? He sees him. Did I see him? Oh, man. Communication. We saw him, but they didn't see him. I'm not sure if he realizes he's being chased right now. He does see them. Okay, his teammates are letting him know. So Draco Storm going to be showing up here in a second. Shop purchases. Hold on. We haven't even kept track of that. Seeing what's going to be coming up here in a minute. Dual House, Gold Rarity, Pride's Fall, Storm, Try to Overcomer. Disgusting. This one, no one's going to pick this up. But this, maybe. This, for sure. And then up against a dagger, or not dagger, up against seeing whether or not the gold armor gets purchased by one of the top teams. It's up to them, really. Nice parry though. Lost the gold halberd, gold fist blades here. Kai looks into 2.0. She is minding his own business with that Tian High ultimate. He's going for a grab. He does get. Oh man. Kaku might be deleted out here. Might be dead here. Nice RMBs, nice kill potential there. The fist blades too. Even with this crossbow bolt, blue rarity is not gonna do as much, and the team is already on him. F2 to confirm it. Nice ultimate cast to mitigate. Gets a free refresh on the dash. Doesn't get caught in the grab. Of course, Chi is going to deform here in just a moment. This gives a chance for Young in the backline to try to escape, but it looks like he's going for a res instead, and that's going to be the case where Hakai will have to fully reset this angle. Keeps note that if he goes to the spear well, he'll be able to find a rebirth charm there if it hasn't been picked up already, but that will be the elimination. And these teams still need to go for the Realm Yang, not the Realm Yang, but for the Yang depletion to be rid of. They have rebirth charms they can purchase, make their way towards a shop, preferably the shop. That's probably, there's only one shop here. There's another shop here, but these guys are not near yet Realm Yang right now. MC and Risk are actually in the Realm Yang. I like. Who else is in Realm Yang? Squeaky and a fight already. F2 comes out. We're gonna look at the Jays really fast, but it's multiple ultimate into the Syra ultimate comes out. Slayer's gonna be going ahead and trying to back out of this. Arrow Run, Velocity Untold onto party number 11. Sachiko, Squeaky Cutter, you know how stacked they are. Gonna have to see whether or not the Syra can come out of this smoke circle. It's not gonna be the case. There's gonna be the Cavalry, the extension to the R&B pull sword, and that's gonna be the deletion. Pika goes to the sky into the F2, but goes right back down, gets caught to the dazzle. Free Kabloom. The cycle of destruction begins, and that's gonna be where another set of 3 eliminations are picked up for this team as Squeaky and Sachiko and Wooly with Team Hex just getting this out of the game and performing out with the uniform. Bro, I can't right now. And the fire is target lock to boot. I can't right now, bro. Party 7 though. Are they getting chased down by Powerpuff Bros? Yes, they are. Vertical blue focus gets caught by the dazzle. Nice light beam comes out. There is no ice fire. There's no butterflies out here. Shots are being made. I'm actually curious about the MC fight as well. I'm kind of curious to see how these guys are going through Realm Yang. MC actually having this, like, Justina goes for a refresh. Bow shot was good. Brandora is down. Wait a second. Oh my god, he got the kill. Wait. Oh, it's a full armor attempt. Never mind. Velocity Untold, TNI hold check. LMB comes out. MC loses this, but this is going to be where the gear is earned for this team. Where are we at? Right here. Boom. Going to be a gold staff, Cloud Weaver. Hong sword, pretty much. Hexa Harmony Spear may or may not be picked up. I'm not sure, but yeah, it will be. They're going to be looking to utilize that. Scoreline so far for Wooey and Sachiko and Squeaky. Squeaky Squad. 16 eliminations. First place. 13 eliminations for 3ZND. Noob Squad with 11 eliminations in third place. MC with 8 eliminations in fourth. Tizzy Squad with WK. They're trying to get the reset angle with 4 eliminations. We're going to see Noob actually looking to try to get rid of the Realm Yang depletion for one of the players, which is Pika. There's Zai. Perry comes out from Cosplay. Cosplay might be caused by the R&Bs. Nice kills, nice hits. Nice eliminations. Noob Energy. Now the full squad as a whole for Noob. Back in the game. 12 eliminations. No risk. And this might be an end game. This might be an end game scenario, guys. We actually might have a lot of teams here in the end game. That's what I'm trying to say. That's what I'm trying to say. R&Bs. 1-2s. Hey, we're chilling. We are chilling, bro. R&Bs again. Wooby goes ahead for the elimination against Fumio with an engraving, pretty much, with the Devil Blades. This is tough, man. Because I know Fumio's squad is coming through. I need Taki clean up the Kylan again. Can't really do much here. And obviously Korean's going to be losing out. What Jays does Korean have with him? Nothing too impeccable for the team to gather, even though they are ready. And I don't want to look at it. We're going to look at it. With a Great Rampage on Sachiko, the Fire target lock. Universal slash jabbing Kabloomer on Wooby. Slow shot, summoning shot on Overlord on a Squeaky. So, you know, it's like tomato. Squeaky with the musket, bro. With the Smolch, that's the slaughter. Having to see if the Spyro's target lock comes to anyone else, I really would have preferred for it to be given to Wooey, just because then if he ends up getting a bow shot, he'll end up getting a stun, a free dazzle from the Spyro. But, you know, I digress. Full slash comes out here. Like I said, Spies comes in. B3 comes out, Slayer, make sure he can go for the LMB to RMB. Nice dash freeze. Oh, the dazzle knockbacks, incredible. LMB is good for the LMB, doesn't go for it, has F2. Oh, nice stat shot from the F2 from Ryomen. This team is getting rid of the Remy depletion by the second. All that's needed is for Brandoro to get this last one. Noob gets caught in the grapple stagger, no dazzle, good. F2 is still available for him to recast. What? Doesn't get anybody, but the grapple stagger. Who is this coming out of? Party number 13 with the Spear Well buff. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Nice beacon drop, but I think Brandoro has to take that. Unfortunate, Draco Storm comes out for the elimination, immediate kill on Brandoro, and this is not going to be a chance for MC to kind of survive here if they stick to this area still, going for the R&B, and Wild Haymaker for the Kylan ultimate to come out from the third party. Actually, no, from the same squad, from the Kylan former. LMBs to the R&Bs. Eliminations are up to 16 or 15 right now for 3Z and D. Other side of the fight, so Noob is actually getting caught to a float right down for risk. They're up to 4 eliminations. They're actually gonna, they're gonna react upon seeing Reveille. They have no more time on the Draco Storm buff. Might be a chance for Slayer to get caught out here. He is party number 11. He is by himself, and yes, he is Matari with no grapples. F2 is still available. Scare Rush with the dual blade is gonna be his only option, or Hong Sword. He could use his Pole Sword just for stone form. There's the F2 uppercut. Sees the F2 to be coming out from the Takeda. Nice parry. Beautiful exuberance. R&B hold check. 2.0 is gonna come out. Recipe Slayer is gonna be going out from the match. That's gonna be where the other players are arriving towards Pinnacle Town. Now, for this play, the bell is already struck. No player's gonna get a point of view. They're just gonna have to hear and see what is around them. Spear Well is going to be showing up here in around, I don't know, like a minute or so for the Spear Well, the second to last Spear Well in the game. For everyone to go towards. Windy Gust effect inside of the, let's say, Salvation Podium? Yeah. So they get enhanced grapples distance and whatnot. Let's take a look at the gear. Cloud Weaver on towards Kurumi, or zipping here with a quick charge, aerial run, scatter shot, velocity until level 5, bro. What the what? And Juggernaut level 0 for the Kylan. Crazy. And right now, the supply is looking so-so. The grapples could be a little bit better, especially for the TNI, but he's more of a stationary target anyhow. Looking towards, in terms of Tizzy's squad, though, up against Taki in the outskirts. Taki does go down. Tizzy, WK found him out. Remember, he lost his teammate. He was trying to wait out for his zone, but WK found him through. 5 eliminations. Their gear doesn't have anything too special. They did just find one of the behemoths in the lobby right now in terms of gear. Supplies right now, no grapples across the field. They are running low. They are running on fumes right now for themselves. ZDD though fighting against Squeaky. It's their supplies, like I said, nothing. But things can change. Creditor squad waiting to the shop. Bought themselves some Jays. Actually got themselves the prize fold that we saw earlier. Meteor is going to be picked up. They got Twin Shot Rupture Gale for Creditor and a jabbing in the god. He's got the God Tier J set up. And Creditor's trying to find some Jays to get for himself just for stat gain alone. But Explosive Armor, prize fold, that's going to be what we're going to have. ZDD trying to force some things out here. What are we trying to do, bro? What are we trying to do? Looking at WK though, waiting this out. When 2 teammates light, they lost to Kurumi. Engraving and Alchemy, they're going to be waiting out for zone. There's no bell within the region except for, let me change the color. This bell right here, that's going to be the only one in the vicinity for them to be worried about. They shouldn't be caught by the Pinnacle Town one. Is the T getting a shot off of Ryomen? What are we doing over here? The Spear Well is, what Spear Well is this actually? It's too late? It's too late. Oh, Mystic Might, perfect. Search and destroy. As you find the J to be picked up here, Skyforce for the Kylan. It's kind of nasty to get a Skyforce, to be honest. Especially for Kylan. If he gets last hit confirmations, he's already up to 1500 HP. Do 18 elimination. I don't know, man. I mean, like I said, they got the God Tier build right now. In the early game on, first Romy Yang, picking up 6 eliminations with the first Romy Yang is kind of nuts. They just got catching it, but they needed to because they had what was necessary for it. The build. All right, so Hakai getting caught out. Oh no, he actually survives. No grapple stagger. So that's 2 dashes. Might hit the bell here. The bell's already been struck, so he's gotta be worried about this. Squeaky on the ballista confirms nothing. Not even. What the hell, bruh? Not even a Scourge, bro? Not even a scorch. Oh my, what the? Bro, not even a scorch there. I'm confused. Looks like party number 13 is gonna be hiding this one out here. 3 gold armor squads are in the game right now. Okay. Okay, Reveille going off on this end. Maybe showcasing the gold fan. I mean, the guy with the gold fan gets caught by the blister shot off of who? The Menace. Look at this guy, bro. Look at this guy. This man's getting all the line of sights that he can in this whole entire area. Moonbane denies that now. That's going to be a case for the fights up north. MC are actually with Ryomen by his own lonesome. 10 eliminations. He's got to play the replacement, but he could yoink. A lot of fights happening out with these ultimates, and I know that with this Kylan ultimate with the Skyforce, he gets a kill even if he loses armor by a Moonbane blast or anything of the nature, that he could just go ahead and say, that's alright, I'm good anyways. Doesn't have his ultimate canceled out here though. Armor swap is available for him. We'll see what the Jade is. Universal slash to be picked up. Ballista shots. Listen, Squeaky is looking at it daringly, and it looks. I mean, it makes sense considering that it has an opportunity of just not being, you know, picked up, especially that gold armor. He doesn't want that to be given to somebody. Cloud Weaver is spammed out here. Nice stagger coming out in towards the whisk throw. Potentially those ballista shots coming in from Sachiko to get that line of sight. Obviously, the Tumult Circle was going to be used here, but it was maybe a tad bit too late, and they're going to be already out of here. This gives no Tumult priority. This might cause teams to look towards this team if they decide it, but a Soul Bloom on the standby. 2 Soul Blooms on the standby? Bro, that's 60% rage. Bro, oh, man, we didn't even wait that out. Okay, it's over. I was gonna say, if he waited out that second Soul Bloom, he would have easily guaranteed 60%. But you know what? He might deal like shots. Remember, these guys have Sunwing shot. If they find anybody, they're gonna catch a whisk throw and they're gonna catch it. MC Ryomen though, underground, getting chased. Yeah, no, he's actually on top. Man, just playing it out for placement. I'm okay with that. Nice stone form. Nice F2 bait. Good. Look for parry, nicely done. Looking for the LMBs. Nice double 2.0 for the full sword. Nice LMB. No R&B release there is going to confirm, but that's a great ghost storm, man. Full reset on the ultimate for the Takeda or for Tumult here. Preemptive ultimate for Sachiko. Playing it out here. Squeaky looking to retreat here. Looks like it was 3ZND's teammate on the ground right now with a fight against Ryomen, and the bar is going to be coming with a thorny roller. There it is, deleted. Unfortunate, but this team has to get out into the zone because this is going to slowly cycle away towards that area. You see what that ballista is? That's the only other exit that's closest within the zone, so they're going to have to make their way towards it. Now, Creditor has no Matari ultimate. Looking like this party number 7 are in the face of danger right now and probably getting eliminated as a result of the R&B, Universal slash everything in between. This is going to be how many eliminations so far for this team? 23. As Hex is actually making it happen right now for their stat lines, and they're actually going up higher because they only have 6 other opponents left in the lobby. Which might be 29 potentially. Prideswall is not gonna come. It's his teammate, bro. His teammate. Patrolling. Blue focus. No universal slash with. That would've been crazy. Universal slash with the Fury Blast. Man, that would've been deleted. Laser Beam comes out though. Tumult Circle comes through. This is coming from Squeaky's hands, and this is going to be where the Dazzle's competitor, the best, is going to have to come in clutch. Otherwise, he's not going to be able to sustain his teammates throughout all this onslaught that's coming after the laser from Sachiko as well. Reveille sees that his teammate Creditor goes down and has Matario, but can't get the res. Reveille goes down. There's a lot of forces come through here. Ballista shot coming in from party number 13. Looking like this team might be actually coming through to try to play out between the fights and not putting themselves into harm's way. But there's going to be the Kylan ult. There's a Dazzle. Nicely done, but Kylan ult's still active for another 20 seconds, bro. He's looking for an opponent. Suki is found out. Suki has ultimate to come up in just a couple of seconds, but he gets floated off. F1 is good. Immediate slash gets caught in the Dazzle. No teammates to support him. The Ballista Scorch is going to be his death sentence here. There it is. Kill elimination. The Poison Splash comes out, but it's not going to do enough work here. And it looks like Squeaky and Sachiko and Wooby are going to be the only ones left here for Hex. Having ultimate up here in a second, Wooby won't have an issue, especially considering that that Keelan ultimate is donezoed. If he can confirm with Takeda Furin with Universal Slash, he should be able to kill this guy out. There's a full sword R&B. Tianhai is his biggest threat. He's as big as Zoss right now. Sachiko, I'm not even sure where his ultimate bar is right now. We're gonna have to double check and see about that. He's at 40% right now. Dazzle's good for that F1. Nice disruption. Big final fight over by the Salvation podium. Obviously, right, that drop down blue is going to be one of the biggest plays here. There's going to be one chance for Predator's best to get killed off. He needs that Soul Bloom. I think if Sachiko risked it, though, he would have been caught. Cloud Reaver is good. There's going to be a Soul Bloom left there. He disrupts the whole entire idea of that Ballista being played out. The underground is going to be where Hex has to hold it down. Remember that deletion I was talking about? It would have been safe, but that Tianhai, like I said, the biggest op in the play right now. Engraving spam coming up from Sachiko, using the pillar to deny the grab space. Nice engraving. Nice chance here to look for an ultimate proc if he can. Oh, doesn't get it in time. Unfortunate. And Wooey's actually going to be the only one remaining. And Cat caught out here for a slash. And there's going to be where 3ZND come out with 22 kills, 23 kills. Stat lines right there, 23 kills, and this is going to be the stats for the healing as well, on top of everything else for you guys to keep track of, and that's going to be game 4. Game 5 puts us into Morris Night. We are going to see scoreboard is updated, boom bam bop. So for game 4, with 31.6, 27.5 for Sachiko and Wooey. 6 points for Creditor in third. WKT with 4.5 in fourth. MC with 11.5 in fifth. Tizzy squad with WK 6 points in sixth place. 7th place has Kaku with 2 eliminations. 4.5 for Korean DG squad. And the Kaku is XP. Noob with 13.5. PPG with 2.5 in 10th. PSA was 10 PSA in 11th place replacement. WKS with 6 eliminations in 12th place, and DTG was placement for 13th. For the UIDs, just so I can try to get that situated, but also just to make sure that there is a chance right now for them to for the future. 109.8 though for Hex, 54.1 so far for ZZ3ZND. In second place. MC with 52.5 in third place. WK with 45.6 in fourth. WKS with 42. And pretty much kind of the case scenario, man. AT has other options on the table. That's what they got. Now, comp selections coming through here. Here is going to be the case. You should have those ready to go. Here's the skills for every single one if I can do it fast enough. Obviously, right then and there, Kaku thinking about deciding upon who he's going to choose. So we'll take a look at the scene about that. It looks like to be the Xiphon angle, though. See about the Xiphon coming out from WK. Hex playing out there's their AOT comp, Classico. Creditor is best with the risk is going to be playing out towards another AOT comp as an option, as well as the usual throughout. DTG playing out the Xiphon Syra. So just cancel that. Xiphon with the Kermit Syra, so that's going to be fire beams. This is a comp I wanted to see. Can't believe it. We seen it today. It's going to happen. MC working into Xiformer here. Seeing towards Mado with Mado with the biggest nose and then EU, I should say, playing out the cycle of the strong. Okay, now we're cooking. Now we're cooking. I'm not gonna reach everybody here. It's over. Conformer here. We're gonna look at the last two with Korean and Fumio here if we can. Oh my god, we can. And then that's gonna be where last team right here. Boom. Wow, we actually can do that. I didn't even know that was possible. That's pretty cool. But stop the music. No more elevator music. We're starting this off. Fireflies, Morris Night. Everyone's at Graveyard for some reason. Shipwreck, Swell, Gluby, Sachiko, they're all going for economy over towards Celestra. And then all the Fireflies in the north end. That's going to be where the spawns are happening. For the players, though, take a look and see about the fighting starts. We're going to start with the usual stuttery start, but that's okay. It will slowly recede later on. Shipwreck expands. No Fireflies given to WKS here. No R&B. Nice F2 for the multi-silence, but gets top of the fan R&B. Dangerous position when he's in the float state. Having himself with no grapples, though, makes his Viper susceptible in getting no escape. And that might be the case. He's going to have to fight or flight, and that's going to be where he gets caught by a longsword beam. This team, though, in the elimination bracket for party number 7, they lose out their Viper. Matario comes out. Matario goes for the kill potential for the F2. He deletes the Mortal Defiance. Tap dodge is good. Double hold R&B. Oh, the 1-2 might be killing F with F2, right? Yeah. And the Soul Bloom is going to be picked up as a result. Now, obviously canceling, well, not canceling, but the duration of the ultimate resets the F skill. Oh my god, he got that. He got that. Oh, okay, we must be. Nice parry from the teammate. Oh, and the R&B, the jump LMB. Okay, I called it. That's crazy. WK gonna come out here with this comp. May make some waves for the players to think about using it later on. Maybe down the road for the scrims. Maybe down the road for the tourneys. We'll have to see. Comes Courtyard though, playing Soul Roll with DG. So we're gonna see Noob Squad actually getting himself the Common Former in a fight of their lives. R&B spammed out here. Crouch element to the R&B. That's going to be Kaku getting the elimination as XP is able to find 1 kill, maybe potentially 2. This is all the way to the north, actually. So if you guys don't know, over towards Sunwing's Rest, way up north. Kai going down, though. Crouch element B attempts here. It's caught. R&B are met, and that's going to be 2 eliminations, and they get the sell for the rest. I don't know if it's going to be over towards, yeah, it's going to be towards near Ghost Town out of the north side. BWG was, or not BWG, DG, Taki. Having a chance of using the R&Bs here. LMB to the LMB. Nice. F2 comes out. I don't think he's going to have any sort of escape route here. There's going to be eliminations in 5. Shop check. We got to take a look at seeing who has Moonbanes. At least if they have been purchased, they have totally been purchased. So far, WKS being going down with his team. But I want to see what's going through with Kaku's team. If they actually were able to buy a Moonbane. They did not. Pretty sure we might see Hex buying a Moonbane, because the thing is that Hex was playing into Celestra with no competition, and I think they might have been able to purchase one of them, and they did. So that's going to be the case. Predator, though, coming for the run back here. Viper ultimate. This Tesla ultimate is already implied. There's going to be the hits. Predator not using his ultimate earlier rather than later, but he was making sure that Matari was good to go, but that's not going to be the case. That's a cancellation ult, preemptive. Predator is getting melted as a result from the Zai. 1 LMB to the next. Nice F2 to mitigate. Can't go for LMB uppercut due to the Syra ultimate still active duty, with Young not getting caught into the testing chant. Unfortunate for Rebellion. He was actually trying to line it up. The R&Bs doesn't come out here. 1 to the B2 for the ensnare. There's going to be the kick, and that's going to be the elimination for this team. They didn't lose their first set of lives, mind you, but they did go ahead. Instead of the fight to go up north, they might find a chance of just going out to the east, honestly, because I don't think anyone else has been gone, and no one else has gone through that area. 7 eliminations for XP this round with the Syra. Islet Crater has DTG here. Reset angle right now. Actually, let's take a look at the overall, because XP right now are the most kill leaders. The kill leaders, Korean, Fumio, and Taki had their fights earlier. DTG actually on the ambush mode right now. Looks like that was a Viper with Hex. They could Moonbane here. There's no reason to, though. Wing gonna go for the ultimate here and try to get the ensnared, but obviously he has gotten the enchant. This chant isn't gonna do much with the stun. So the stun isn't gonna do much with that enchant being how late it was. Then Wing can go right back in to try to defend his teammates. It seems that Nani's gonna delete it out here. No support. Second test enchant is gonna come out here from Wooey in just a moment. 3, 2, 1. There it is. Now it's gonna be a chant spotlight for the R&B to jump LMBs, and that's gonna be DTG going down for potential for this round. With Hex picking up more eliminations, or picking up eliminations that they didn't get in the beginning, which will now be in the case for the first 3. Setting themselves for the 25-minute marker. There's a shop right there. They can get the armors. They can go ahead and purchase that out in 30 seconds, and then be set up. Why the check around though? Shipwreck Expanse? What do you got going on here? AO giveaway? Yeah, avatar boxes for ice cakes. Avatar boxes. I mean, you might have the avatar boxes, you might not. But if you don't, you can give it to a homie. You'd be like, yo, here's UID for a homie, and then send it out. But that's about it. Here we go. Shop, boom, bam, bop. Ready for this? Ready for this? Zoom. And not even these guys were able to get that armor. I wonder who got it. XDD. MC is actually over by Islet Crater right now, but I'm pretty sure these guys. Oh, they did. Not even they got it. What did they get? Get the weapons? Yeah, they got the weapons. Full weapon marks. Full spear. But yeah, no. Makes sense. It's valid. I guess the armor's just spread out between everybody in the lobby right now. BWG or DG, I should say, are actually making their way towards Shipwreck Expanse from the Fiery Cave. Party number 10, though, on the Disappearance Act. No Charlie Chapter. Nice F2 to F2. Silence is good, but this enchant might be nice. That's it. GG's. I was gonna say, I mean, the material is good, but too early. Wuchen port spotted. Oh, that Wuchen only got 1 person. Dang. She's gonna AC 130. Is she gonna AC? Is ult here? Just double tap dodge. Moonbane is theirs, actually. This is the other Moonbane in the game. WKT with it. Does this mean that... will they even need to be able to use a Moonbane here? In this game? Yeah, they will be. They will be. The Rummy Yang. That's what I'm saying. Like, the Rummy Yang's gonna be showing up here. They're gonna be able to, because Wooey's gonna hold check this. Hold horizontal. Carry out. Oh, the purple spear, I should say. That Wuchen port is actually off the west. MC is actually making their way towards us too. See if any line of sights are going to be picked up here. We're actually going to see a Fisco coming out from against Pleeka. I'm not sure from where. What is that? Over here? Yeah, they're going to be finishing up over here. We just missed the fight barely, but this is going to be where the engagement comes out. MC is actually on the outskirts. I think Risk have an opportunity of coming through here. No Viper ultimate. She's at currently 99% though, so she could look for a tree line drop down. Romiangs are here for 60 seconds. MC Ryoan finding a little bit of poke here against that Wuchen team that just got out of that ultimate, or outside of that the Moonbane. And for Hex right now with their own Moonbane to be not to be used, rather, it's just like, or they do have, they already use it. Wait, what? All right, I'm missing track. I'm cooked. We've been up for 16 hours. What are you talking about? Fighter number 10 though, getting chased down here. Korean with DG. Looks like they actually did find him. That's kind of impeccable. But now the fight's coming out. Mado, big nose, taking Plumeria with a Mulch Siren comp. We're cooking. Army drop down. Catches nothing. Okay, that's okay. F2 from Tara and goes for the stagger knockback. Are Firefly still here? I'm not sure. I don't think so. There's a V2 coming after the Baldo, looking to use the Mulch Circle to hold us down, but the Wuchen port actually forces a. Are we going to be seen? Are we going to be seen? She spots him. She can throw a spear to throw him down. Tries to instigate the scare rush. Unfortunate. But the Syra ult is the one that gets the most. The word is like there was no value towards the Syra ultimate pretty much. Once they Wuchen port was out, they're already too far for her to chase down. Kaido catching hot shots here. Hit him against TK or the WK I should say, and I think that actually might be it for them. Nice skill. Getter's team with one elimination. They're trying to go for two. The Romiang is going to be entry upon. MC is up against what seems to be PPG. Going to be the gear check on terms of the gear of explosive armor, blistering edge, and alchemy. And then onto PPG, they're actually going to have themselves blue weapons, blue armor, but engraving and tuna in the soul shadow nether set from Pokeball, aka Big Krumi. PPG cosplay, they're looking for the drop down R&B. Gets caught with the F2. 1-2 from the nunchucks. Double jump into the F1 usage to try to keep himself aloof, but there's going to be the omnidirectional attacks coming up from Zai. Proc, just in case that blue focus was to come out. Bell is good for it. PPG is going to be trying to turn focus towards the Zai here, but it looks like they lose out in their Tumult. With no ultimate, they cannot do anything against his Tianhai, which results in terms of this loss. Now switching out towards the other Romiang, we're going to see towards Hakai's team with XB. Silent ultimate coming out in full force with the Syra, with the Matari ult now in play from Hakai, making sure he try to go for the Tianhai ultimate is going to be in play as a counter option. And now going against the Matari, going to be the kill against the with Hakai going down. With 3 ZND, they're going to be going off with making sure getting one heal. Full check of R2 with the RMB, and then making sure that F2 comes out from the Zai and making space away for her. And then switching on over. It's going to be Kaku getting caught by the grab. Yes, it will be. And the muscle shot ain't going to be needed. Oh, wow. They were confident on that one. That's going to be a double slam. Now that's going to give them their elimination. And the Romiang, the buff is going to be going through the Hongsword Gold Rarity. The Rupture Gale Orb to be picked up for this team is kind of massive. And obviously with Hex, you know, they're playing the comp that doesn't really succeed well inside of Romiang's. But in their Romiang, looks like WK goes down against Rebellious Squad with Risk. They're going to be picking themselves up a... Take a look at scenes. Going to be another Hongsword? No. Flamebringer going to pick up... And, oh yeah, it's going to be a Rupture Gale Orb. Okay, so I guess we got the same Jace. Where's MC? What did they get? That's not what I want. Not what I want. I saw a gold longsword. Right? The gold halberd is being picked up. Maybe one of these jades, possibly the engraving, possibly the blistering edge, or even the alchemy. They are a ways away though. Predator squad with Risk is going to be showing up here. Shop the output. What do we have in the shop showing up here for gold jades? Because that's something that they have to keep in mind about. They're going to have a pole sword gold rarity. Commercials Havoc and a Dragon Warrior is going to be instant frame purchase lock. Like, those two jades goes a long way. Maybe not the Earthshaker. Maybe not the Earthshaker, but those other two jades, the former jades, those things take precedence over anything for purchases besides the gold armor. But DG, throw me out, bro. Mio chasing him down? Yeah, he catches him. How are we gonna do this? Taco XP is actually showing up here. Did you hear that? Where's this one? Oh no, they gotta war. Hey, he's starting to call him out. Hey, we got a fight going on. And they actually back out because they saw the buff. I would too. Was it Draco Storm from the Spearwell? Yeah. Switching over to the Shipwreck Expanse, gonna see a lot of Jays be picked up. A Cab Balloon. Wow, they actually got what? Whoa! Hey! Hey! All right, I was about to say. No way we're not leaving that J behind, right? Okay. I had to make sure. Which import placed out. Switching over to PPG versus XP. Remaining depletionist in the fight of their lives pretty much for this round. This is going to be full circle to Cicada Fury and push. F2 is confirmed. Nice. Huge. Cicada Fury though heals that all out. Full Wisp doesn't capture anyone. That's going to be one elimination. See what SYL from FC is going to be making that work. Dragon Slayer is good. No, nice gold focus. That's going to be it for XP there. Predator's best. Risk. Getting the stun. Can I hold to counter that? It's unfortunate for CEIB. I'm gonna call it CEIB, bro. Regrab doesn't happen. Skyline Slash could let it happen, but it won't. Gets caught again because he double jumps. He might be actually immediately executed here because of it. Vermilion's gonna be burned though. That's okay. They have a safety net for that. 7 eliminations for this team. They got burned for another 7 seconds. Get Reveille off. This is actually Reveille potentially dying out here without Vermilions. Where are we at for Reveille? Oh, just in time, bro. Oh my! I saw red numbers. All right, stack check. Young's team with XP, they're first place with 8 eliminations, but they lost Kaku. That means that the second place team, which we just saw with 3Z and D, are at 8 eliminations in second. WKT in third with 6 eliminations. MC actually fighting out XP here right now with Hakai. He found them out. Hakai's by himself right now. At least he's trying to work around in terms of floating. Boom, vision. We see you. I don't know if these guys are actually gonna attack the Atari inside of Zest Winery. I don't know how much time they want to invest. They got 60 seconds until Rummy Game to make their way towards them. R&B to the F2 though is good, and that's gonna be elimination. That's gonna be 7 eliminations towards MC. MC's gonna go out of Zest Winery, hopefully to Celestia to try to make that Rummy Yang. Otherwise, you know, party 13, they're on the outskirts. Might make the Zest Winery, might trail right behind them unintentionally. 30 seconds left. See DG making their way towards the Spirit Well. Young is by himself right now looking for a reset angle. I'm not sure if they're going to go to Ghost Town right now or even towards the shop, because like I said, the shop does have Merciless Havoc to come up with the Dragon War. So the options are on the table of how much Dark Tide coins they have. Hex, on the other hand, they're just making their way towards the Rummy Yang as well. 5 eliminations so far. Not a lot of gold because not a lot, not a lot of eliminations, not a lot of gold. Might put Chi into the spot with a spear. No Jades, no sauce. What is going on here? Oh, just got rezzed. Definitely. Predator's best fighting 3ZND though. Immediate kill. Zatsu in here. What up, dog? Really, though, elimination 4 kills. Soothing Boon. I don't think. Ripple Step for arrow and okay. We'll with that Rupture Gale from earlier. Alright, Randoro MC. It's funny, they didn't wait for anything. How much gold they got? Oh, they got more than enough gold for the gold Jades for Merciless and Dragon War. Gonna see the Sparrow be contested here from Korean with DG. Drop down from Korean potentially. He has the port ready set up with Bardi, number 7. Actually, though, 3 of the teams actually heading this way for a second. Has to spot this out. He knows the time is right to dip out over by Ghost Town. Party number 10 might be looking to see towards them. Spacing for the Sparrow just for the Rebirth Harm alone. They don't need to take any fights. They gotta wait for it to be cleared, and then they can go in and just loot up. Looks like Hexstar are on the approach though, as the AOT comps are just going to converge in terms of this area. V1 for it. Nice. Yes, you can see that ultimate for that Wu Chen. 70%. They can come right back in. They know that. They know they can come right back in. There's no Viper ult though, ready to go. No grapples. It's a game of chicken pretty much. RMBs come out. Team save from LR. What does that mean? Nice enchant. RMB kill potential? Oh, this enchant. Is he going to be safe? I don't know. Blue Focus is coming out here. Chi has F2 to go for a silence here against the Wu Chen. Oh, doesn't hit anybody, man. 13 seconds though. He probably has skill cooldown reduction. Most definitely. Dragon War comes, not Dragon War. RMB's coming out. The Dragon Slayer comes through. Costed them dearly. There's 2 down right now for WKT. And that's going to be 3 down with Squeaky. Sustain the team out with a shield. And now getting themselves a Spearwell buff. That is 8 eliminations so far. Purple armor to be accrued. And like I said, party number 10, we're wanting to just go ahead and try to get the Reaper Charm. But those fights were happening for so long, they're like, now we got to back off of here. Now let's take a look and see about what we got for Jades. So we got ourselves a Dragonlike Might for Creditor, Benthic Descent, Ruptured Galore. That's nasty. Nasty work. Jabbing on Revelia with a Twin Shot, Ruptured Gale, Phantom Step. And then Phantom Step for Creditor is best. Now, best case scenario is that they can earn... Oh, okay. He's over here. Best case scenario right now is to get that Phantom Step up in case they got to go up against another comp of the nature. I think Descent's good. Extensions are good for the Sun. It's not going to hit, actually. Oh, he got stunned. Oh, he got stunned. GG's. Actually, Jover. Wait, yo, what are you doing here? Oh my god, the Sap Jade. Whoa, 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 whoa. Real shit? We don't even know if he has an ultimate. That's right, he's already dead. They really confirmed that kill. That's Justina from the outskirts. Is she going in? Oh, wow, they heard it, right? Oh, he's picking up all the Fireflies, so make sure they have no value here. Oh. No army's gonna come out. Go stagger central. Parry. Nice. Double R&Bs. Hold the sauce. Cook the meatballs at 375. He's going right in. Real shit. What are you doing? How are you gonna heal here? How are you gonna get away with that? That's essentially. Okay, now everybody and their mom is here at this lobby, man. What's going on here? Can we get out of here? Yo, no way. Hold the phone. No way we're out of here. Army's coming out here. Creditor. Oh, jabbing to the silence. Nasty. 3 minutes on clock for that Rummy Include to get rid of. They're going to pouring out towards the outside outskirts. I'm thinking maybe if we really can see it. I'm not even sure we can see it, actually. Is that DG, right? Yeah. Yeah, DG making their way. Uch Import's got the Firefly most likely to come back through. Creditor shooting out cannon shots, getting a kill. Elimination against party number... Ooh. Well, we're not gonna find out. I think it's 3 ZND though. I think 3 ZND just die out in this lobby right now. Yeah, they do. B1 comes off the Viper ult into the cave. This cave is just reminiscent of what we saw in solos today, but this time in trios. Viper ultimate is gonna be avoided. Gonna be coming out here for the disenchant, but not gonna be coming out to survive for much longer. The cave is closing in quickly, but no weakness escalation to the state of mind where it's gonna kill him off just yet, unless he gets caught by the grapple stagger. Otherwise, I think CIB might be dead here. No, he's good. 16 grapples. They're still living. Is Fumio gonna catch him in time? Probably not. He's backing off. It's gonna be 10 kill elimination for MC. This lobby a lot slower. I'll be honest. I'm grateful. I'm sorry, but this is the stat line we have. So MC has 10 eliminations right now, playing out the Tianhai Kylan former, if I'm not mistaken. No, Zai former comp. So first place with that. Creditor's best with Risk. They just lost 2 teammates, so he is on reset duty or just placement duty. Young is also in the same boat. Hex has 8 eliminations after winning out that Spirowell fight. Korean with DG have 8 eliminations tied for 5th. WKS's Bing is at 1 elimination. It's playing at the Justina by themselves. Big Nose with Mado, which is, you know, Plumeria for Big Nose for you guys. It's anonymous. Still playing out for a reset angle. They have no eliminations, no kills, I'm trying to say. Still have 2 teammates alive though. And now we're on the chill session. They got, oh, someone got rezzed. Hey, yo, we got Revelia back up? Yeah, we did. 36,000? Do we have more? Do we have more Reaper Charms? Nope, they are run out. Merciless Havoc has been purchased. Dragon War hasn't. So the next Jace to be unlocked is Dragonlight and Dreadful Whale. This one definitely going to be one to pick up. The ones that get picked up, as well as with Heartstopper Kit. So I'm not sure if anyone's making their way to our shop anytime soon with the money in hand. No one has that type of money except for Risk, ironically enough. I'm pretty sure we're going to be in the case. Jade selections here. Dressing Edge, Alchemy for Realman, Razor Swift, Engraving, Tuna, and then an Engraving for Brandora, Soul Shatter, and a Group Heal. Switching over towards Squeaky Squad and seeing what they got for their Jades. They got Merciless Havoc, Bent Descent, Cyan Fang, Alchemy, Assault Smolder, Aerial Run twice on a Wooby with Advanced Heal, Soothing Moon and Assault Smolder, and a Clad Bloom and a Cyan Fang for Sachiko. Switching over towards, not them, switching over towards this Revelia. They actually did get the full rest, huh? Dang, bro. And they got nothing. But Ripple Step, Sap, Soothing Boon on a Viper, I'm okay with that. A lot of broken squads here. A lot of broken squads. If a Viper or Valda could survive up to a certain extent, once a team start realizing that there's a Valda in the game, they could just focus fire here, especially to Mulch, especially the Tianhai, especially the Zai former. But Bing, chilling out. Young, definitely chilling out. That's the only sire in the game right now, it feels like. So this is where we are. We're chilling. We're chilling. How you guys doing? I guess side note, I'm actually gonna be for this is for the NA folks. I don't know if I can do this for EU because Naraka weekend. That's right. I'm doing the next Naraka weekend, April Fool's Day. Actually, not on the weekend. Weekday. I've been asking for a year. Can we do them on a weekday? And they're like, unfortunately. I'm like, listen, this sounds like a job application that says no. I've seen those before. They're terrible. But they said, you know what? We'll do a weekday this time. And all of a sudden, the weekday comes through for April Fool's patch day. There's gonna be a Naraka weekend for April Fool's where I'm setting it up to be. I know the throwing knives come out, but to meme it, I said slapping only for 1 round. Range only for the 2nd round with extra HP, with no skills and ultimates, and for both rounds no skill ultimates, and then a Russian roulette for the 3rd round. All individual prize pools of $100 for the first 3 placement for everyone, or actually no, top 5 placement for that. And the last one is pretty much it's RNG. If you lose, you can't blame anything. Like, oh my god, his aim. Like, yeah, it's his aim, bro. What do you want me to do? Tempest is good though. Unfortunate. Sniffer. Deda. Unfortunate. They got caught out by that team. Oh, okay. Wait a second. Taki's actually with Bing getting caught out. Not gonna make the kill just yet. Bing is just trying to escape. I'm not gonna lie, that gold here might work out. He finds Predator's best versus how to import. Is it good? Oh. Okay, I thought they were getting caught out by the reciprocation of the range of the V1. Okay, Merciless Havoc is a gold focus now. Goes for it again. Wooey with the Tempest kick here, omnidirectional. As mentioned, you can turn it around at any point. Kind of curious if anyone's going to cross paths with them, because I know Fumio and Tech with DG are actually looking towards this direction. There it is. White Tiger's Prowess proc number 1 coming out from Wooey. Also gets a kill off a Predator because of the White Tiger's Prowess. Risk might be the next one down here for Predator. Devil and B, there's going to be the Wooch import, so you can mitigate the amount of damage taken, and they're going to be chasing him down frame 1, and they're not going to let up, even in the Moon Maid. Predator could die here. He scare rushes at the wrong time, at the wrong moment. Shield walls are great. Oh my. Yeah. I can't believe that Tessin Chin didn't even hit, bro. My man's back here is a team win. MC are just hanging out here, though. Yo, who's what? Oh, they're trying to hide out. Oh. Bing was like, wait a second. Biggest play right now is if Tessin Chan is ready to go for Wooey to hit that building up, but I don't think he's gonna do it. Didn't know this is happening. Well, that's right. That's why you're attack. Kills on Predator. There he goes. Hopefully to see whether or not Wooey's gonna be getting that wild haymaker Tessa ult for 2 points. Listen, he does it again. I swear. He is up to 13 eliminations though. Sorry, the team. So for them right now, I think their kill leader accordingly. MC's at 10 eliminations. Tessin and Champ might make a way for a last-second ditch effort if Ryoman goes for early ultimate. This would be kind of interesting because what would happen is if he early ultimates right now, it's going to be a forced one. And there it is, giving him full priority just to go ahead and be the biggest dominant force in this area while they get to clear for the spirit well capture. The problem is that Viper ultimate could come down at the most opportune moment. Dang it, Wooey. We were supposed to have one job, bro. Oh my god, don't tell me he got hit with the flag. Okay, no, we're chilling. But Squeaky's in the skybound right now. Roman's getting his F2 caught out here. That is not a silence, that is an F3. Double jump to try to avoid the Viper stun is going to come out. Deformation due to time, and now it's going to be Ryoman getting miscatched by DG. DG going to take full practice in terms of that. And full focus fire is going to come in the direction. Now Sachiko Owen to the ground level against Brandora, looking towards the Kabloom. Maybe potentially going to catch one flop. He keeps eyes on the top floor. He wants to make sure they're not going to be doing any sort of shenanigans up there. Another Viper ultimate comes down, though. Whether or not they're going to be getting the line of sight, not going to be the case. Looks like Taki misses it out. They run right back out. Might be a test enchant to come out here in just a moment. There's the F1 to combo breaker, and there's going to be the chance for the blistering edge, and the F2 to come back for the cast. There's not going to be a capture on anyone for the test enchant. And now going to be a merciless havoc from Squeaky to try to lock everyone down and gold focus. The Zai ultimate comes out. The Wu-Chen port comes through. This is going to be from DG. And if it's going to be a chance for that Zai ultimate to do work right now, there's a Ryomen parry for the Zai formers. And now there's going to be a chance for another test enchant. Can we get it? Can we get the test enchant of a lifetime? 1, 2, there it is. And looking for the jump LMB. You know that Ryomen wants to kill this test to make sure that this enchant doesn't go through. But there's Randoro right in the middle of all this action. He gets caught into the enchant. SYL as well. Squeaky on the front line with the RMBs. Gets caught by the Tessa. Obviously, the Wu-Chen port could be coming in from Squeaky to ensure this team can get a full reset and an attack. But that's not going to be coming out if he can drop down through his health bar. He's getting caught by burns, and his healing is not as effective as he's hoping for. For DG, this is a prime opportunity on top of the building, and with getting these cannon shots with this area of control. The spear well must be exploding right now. No one's going to get this off. 100%. 100% this thing does not get captured. Ryomen gets ultimate again. I can't believe we allowed the Tianhai to survive for this long, and now it's going to be up to Wui to hold this out. The cannon shots could hit actually right through this wall, potentially corner, and that spear well does get cleared. Is that if I'm not mistaken, that spear well just get completed? Yes, it did, and it's a mix of might. They got line of sight on everybody. If they had a Draco Storm, different story. But kind of crazy. Now we have a full reset, not for the Tianhai. Tianhai does not have ultimate ready. He is not going to get that. But it is going to be given to the Zai. Sachiko going ahead with the Merciless Cavern to the northern end of this area. Having Viper ult again ready. Wui, I'm counting you. I'm counting you for the ultimate, for the test enchant of the lifetime. Horizontal blistering edge to the cannon shot. Young is still able to get himself back into there with DG Taki putting in the work. As DG is the name of the team for the trios there. Obviously, he's waking up in terms of hoping to repair everything and work towards a drop down for the Viper ultimate. It's a crazy position right now for everybody. They have buildings, they have cover, and they're going to have control here so long as this circle, once it reaches out towards the extension of this building corner, everyone's have to walk outside. Absolute mental work, bro. Cannon shots back and forth right now. This is actually the end game circle, bro. I can't believe it. We're getting an end game circle in the EU. Finally, bro. Cannon shots coming out here. So long for that 3.5-hour stream. But cannon shots are going to come through here. Fumio making sure he can go for it. Squeaky gets elimination against Young. One of the outskirts for XP. Test enchant's going for here. Wui's actually going to go ahead and confirm it. I believe Viper ultimate to confirm this even further beyond. Sachiko might be catching the eliminations with it. Yes, they will. There's a Zai ultimate coming in here, though, somewhere around the mids. I see the drop down comes out. Korean going for those jabbing strikes. And there's going to be Taki getting the elimination against Brandora. Viper ult comes out here. This is going to be from Taki to make sure he can space them out into the zone. I think Wui actually dies out here. Close enough. He's with Sachiko, though. These guys are on a reset angle with I think this guy's in the rafters right now. Yes, he is. Are they looking up right now? I'm not too sure. Let's go back downstairs, though. We're going to see Korean to the skybound. We're going to see Taki onto the ground level. We're going to see a Tianhai ult to be procced out here from Ryomen. He gets one grab. It's going to be against against Fumio. He's going for another grab, but the Wu-Chen port gets him out for that grab stance. Taki has himself to look at the RMBs. Has no grapples. Has no supplies pretty much for vitalities right now. So it's all to the dire straits. RMBs comes out. The parry comes through. Taki gets the F1 in the backline. F3 is available for him to look for a big damage boost, and then he gets caught to the melee grab. And it looks like Ryomen going for a double grab attempt here. He goes for it. He gets it. He gets a potential kill elimination attack, and he does. And this Korean DG are down. And it's going to be Ryomen for another melee grab and try to survive here as a transformer. He goes for it. It's a surprise completion for him. Whole check of destiny. One clink in a dream. MC get the MVP. And it all came down to that mitigation from the Mystic Might and just surviving outright. Could he even get my stat lines for the heals? Crazy plays coming out here. And the hotel music just continues on, bro. Perfect. Here's the scores for you guys. Pantheon link is in one of the pins. This is game 5. Dang, you hear that bass line? That bass line is Ryomen right after that game, bro. 20.8. Because he had to go to the bathroom. I'll stop. 20.8 for him so far for Ryomen, though. And with MC taking out the dub for the MVP, 19.5 for Hex in second place, 11 kills for DG, or 11 points, I should say, 2.5 for WKS, XP with 9.5, 10 for Creditor's Best, Mado with PSA with 1 kill with point, Revelia's risk as well. 3ZND with 8.5, 1.5 for WK, WKT with 6.5, PPG with 0, but placing in 11th. Noob's going to have 1 point in 12th, and then DTG with 1 point in 13th. All right, Midnight, baby. Favorite map? Most shenanigans ever. I think we're chilling though. All right, cool. Stop the music. Stop the music. It's time. We got 60 seconds. We got to look through the comps. They sent the comps to the Seb guy. I hope so, because this is going to be the last round. So all the hero points are going to be made out. All right, cool. So PVG, going to have a Kylan's former comp, or Kylan's Sand form. Yeah, I don't know. We're going to have a Valda comp from Speed. WK with the Justina Fairy Shen Laser Beam Ice combo. Gonna see a Kylan former coming out from Hex. Gonna see Risk with the AOT comp. Gonna see DTG with a Wata comp. We're gonna have a chance of seeing the Zai Matari with, yes, I like that. I like that. Zyphon coming through. Where are we? 8's gonna have CMC with the Kylan former with the Syra. Gonna see it coming out here for the Valda with the Syra, the Zai and the Syra. Gonna see a Farius Shen with a Zipping and a Kylan as standard, and then with Pika. Ooh, dangerous combination. Don't even want to think about it. And then a Kylan former coming out from with, DG. And then finally, Kylan former coming out here for 3Z and D. So that's gonna be where our final round starts out. We're gonna start off with the PVG as it comes through the Powerpuff Girls. Shout out to Powerpuff Girls making their appearance here. Crazy collab. Not stop. What we're gonna end up going through. Hoping to see what happens throughout this time frame. I'm getting messages like crazy. That's crazy. DTG. Gonna have to see about what their comp is, because they forfeited the points for this round, and it's all right. If their points are low, DTG ran this comp 4 times. They're just gonna say, fuck it, we're just gonna test things out. And if they get higher points, rip. But regardless. R&B's coming out here. There's going to be a fight over by the Cinderfell region now. Obviously, the F2 Parry Bell was a surprise. They kind of threw these guys under the ringer for it. And that's going to be where eliminations come out from the sightlines of the Tianhai of the Kylan former. This is going to be a lot of money, a lot of gold, a lot of purchases to be made. Let's take a look at the spawns, actually, because I think I'm pretty sure Moonbanes haven't been purchased just yet. It's still too early into the game. WKT, okay, my camera work is actually getting grief right now. Seeing the Zai trying to back off here. The 3 teams, I think, spawned around here. Young's actually going to be making his chance with XP to try to get his longsword being spammed out as much as often as possible. Looks like Big Nose is going to still be down. Just be Plumeria. So is his Syra. Where's his Zai? Where's his Zai? Viper ult's good. Nice F2. This might be a chance for the stun. He catches it. Kaku actually could die here. No, he won't die here, dude. Oh my god, he won't die here. Combo Breaker's gonna come out. There's gonna be eliminations coming through. Obviously, Young here is gonna, or Predator's gonna go down here, and then it's gonna be why? It's gonna be because of WKT. RMB to F2. Okay, we got a 2-pick into the corner here. Kaku gets the RMB of Destiny, and that's gonna be them going down. That's actually huge here. I mean, they got 3 kills. But now we're gonna get 1 kill, maybe potentially 2 kills for XB. Drop down to the Tianhai. Like F1. He doesn't have Parry Bell. Nice lap. Made it look down. TT switching it up here over towards Azov Peak is gonna have his spotlight in the mix. R&B spams out the fan. Kylan ultimate in effect here. Still has a chance to get the Justina ult for a freeze. This is capture 1. So it's one more Justina dash left. Goes for level 1 right there, and he finds no refresh because of the hits. Only confirmed 1. He goes for the blue fan though. WKS goes down. R&B's come through. I think ZDD might be actually eliminated here. There it is. That's very beautiful. 1-2s, jump LMBs come out. Nice beacon drop. LMBs, jump LMB doesn't confirm. R&Bs, blue focuses. You got Infinity double blue focus. I think he parried that, to be honest. I can't believe it. He survives this. Oh my god. He got out. He got out. There's no F1. Bro. No way. I think I'll be upset. Oh. I'd be upset. I'd actually slam the table. Really, really hard. Really hard. MC though. We're gonna switch this one over here. He's actually on their, they're on their 6th elimination out of nowhere over by what? The Mandate Yard, right? Cinderfell that we saw that? Yeah. Okay. Over by Imperial Camp. Has anyone purchased the Moonbanes? No one has bought a Moonbane yet. The shop, the vicinity right now is Imperial Camp, dogs. Like, you can be chilling out there. DTG. Like I said, they're running this comp for the, or the usage. Gonna have to triple check that one. We got 3 points. I think they might have realized it. He's like, oops. Everyone's kind of chilling out here. I think everyone's chilling out. Is it just me? What's going on here? Am I getting messages? When people stand still, I'm expecting messages to be sent out to me. Rally fighting out of Hakai here over by XP with the Forbidden Seal active. They're going to delete form that's. Oh, wait, huge damage. Can they connect it? No one. I'm about to sneeze. I feel it coming. Revelia switching out the pole sword. Oh, dangerous. Dangerous to the stun here. There's going to be the stun. You said Kaku the GOAT. The moment that this happens, I'm feeling it now. Nice silence, nice R&B attempt, nice parry, there it is. No parry attempt here. We might actually get saved. Teammates, oh, tap dodge him. But I think Young gets one R&B and it's gonna be hit. Predator comes right back up, and then the teammates gonna look for a reset ankle. There's gonna be the case. Inside of Imperium, I don't think anyone has gotten any eliminations just yet. Let's see if we can try to see if this thing has been activated. It has not been activated for that team at least. Seeing how 3Z and D are over still by the Statue Workshop, they're actually going to go for this floating platform play to try to fight out against MC. Syra Ultimate is in play for SYL. He gets caught. His teammates are nowhere to be seen, which means he has to work into making sure that this next dash is anticipated. Gets no grab off of that. Gets knocked back by Ryomen to counteract his ultimate. Everyone's showing up here. Robbie Coley. Follows coming. Yaku, thank you for the follow. Much love for dropping through. Ryomen coming out of this with no kill, potentially. That F1 with 30% mitigation is doing God's here. Where he's just gonna parry. Donald's anyways out. So 3Z&D. Pushing up the threshold here. There's a nice clink there. R&B, double R&B. Kylan Slash is gonna rebound for the rendering. Obviously, V1's working out for the 20% extra healing, but right now it's going to be 1 heal and then back into the fights. SYL trying to go right back into it. So is this Tianheim holding out the blue focus for the horizontal. Double blue focus. There's going to be Ryomen going down here. Solo might be picked up here for the Tianheim. Maybe going to be given towards the teammate. Good enough. It's going to be a chance here for MC to lose their first set of marbles here. And that's going to be 1, 2, 3 parry modes. Crazy. But Brandora goes down. The team's going to have to go for a full reset angle. Even after the 6 eliminations they earned, now this team is matching up to them and tying the scoreline. And all of them is being given to one person. The crazy part, too, is purple armor should have been purchased a long time ago. Moonbane haven't even been sold out. But all the armors are purchased right now. Hex making their way down from Imperial Camp towards Mandate Guard. I don't know if they're going to be able to sense anything amidst this area. I think you saw him. I don't know if you saw him or not. I think he did see him. All right, Maida though fighting out against WK here. I think WK is over by Verdi Repeat. RBs. We focused Destina's dash, 2 dashes so far. Zai ultimate counteract this. Nice attempt. Nice attempt number 2. That's okay, Mado. We got this. 1, 2, 3. Nice connection. That's what I'm talking about. Full focus gets caught by the Syra enchant, the Dazzle, I should say. And the enchant, or oh my goodness. The Dazzles are going to be stacked. The Ensnare Soul is going to be burned out here. And Mado is going to be just probably caught out by Laser Beam into the last 2 seconds of his F2 to come back up. Not going to be up in time. Kill's going to be giving out to Bunny. We're going to get a little bit of the setters here. Sorry for the introduction here, folks, for the servers in global. But R&B drop down. Who's shooting these cannon shots like from where? Who is that? Tizzy? No, not even Tizzy, bro. Oh, it is Tizzy. Yeah, he's going for a perma-stack. So we got Romy something out here in a second. 60 seconds. Oh, whoa, 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 what's going on here? Whoa, 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 whoa. Kill's going against PPG here. PWG over by Tincture Woods. I'm pretty sure that... I don't know if any teams are actually going. BG are actually on their way right now. I'm not sure if MC getting Twilight Pass is going to be free entirely. Yaku, yo, what up, dog? 2-minute delay by the 4-way, folks, if you guys saw the title. So if I won't be able to responding immediately, that's the reason why 2 minutes ago. Cannon shots coming through here. Korean. Grapple stagger. No LMD parry. I'm looking for the Romy Yang fight. I can't wait. We actually might be able to see this, and the strength of the ultimate might be right before Korean gets caught at dazzle. It's gonna be a little bit too much time, maybe. Talent slashes come out for the corner side. Matario is procced out here from party number 7. Pretty sure they might be able to get out. Potentially DTG. They are the bounty hunters, or they're getting caught into a bounty hunt, but they're not shying away from the Tincture Woods spawn. All right, Romiang. Riss is waiting this one out. Who else is in Romiang right now? Because I'm pretty sure WBG, or not WBG, WBG. Pretty sure Hex is going to be making their way towards it, and then they're going to be contesting Risk. I don't know if anyone else is getting fought out here. MC are actually just hanging out towards the, you know, like I said, reset angle. There's going to be the second fight. There's going to be second round. Jade selections coming out here from WK. Going to have quick charge engraving, aerial red and rupture gouge for Tizzy, erudition and Kabloom for their Farius Shen. On the other side, gonna see Squeaky Squad coming out here with a Kabloom, Juggernaut level 2 advanced heal, slow shots, quick charge undercall, blistering edge, and Sachiko with the sign fanging. It's gonna be a bit of a mess. Tian Hai ultimate might be coming out here preemptive, or if anything, to counteract the Farius Shen ultimate. Looks like it's gonna be as a response rate. Horizontal comes out, LMB uppercut. Let's get the uppercut connection with the blistering edges proc. There's gonna be the Farius Shen, and there's gonna be the proc here for the bow shot. Looks like the response rate is gonna be right on time as the control comes out. If he can catch a grab on her, Kylan will confirm the kill elimination. ZDD goes through. Farius Shen is left for her own lonesome with her teammate on the ground. Tizzy T is on Justina. A freeze could be occurred for the Giant, but now the ultimate's ready. He gets a freeze. Might get a refresh. He gets one chance. That was it. Grabs are good, but the cannon shots cannot prosper for much longer. Tizzy goes down. WK losing out 2 teammates. Now 3. And with they're going to burn for time here as it comes down to the duration or extension to the duration of that buff. Meanwhile, fights are happening under towards the Sparrow Well that was with White Tiger's prowess. As we can see, Farius Shen team coming out from Risk with Bing actually being on it. WKS still trying to get their zipping back up. Tacky though, DG are going off in this end. R&B drop down. 1-2 horizontal. There's a parry, double parry. Ooh, and uses the space. Good man. Yeah, good man. Korean though, they're gonna chase this one down. We're gonna take a look and see about MC's SYL. Late boots coming out here against Wing. Ryoma looking for a grab here against Wing. Doesn't get it. Oh, you know, cap on my statement, bro. Cap on my statement. Laser Beam's gonna confirm this, and then he's gonna get a free. Fortunately. Randoro's in the life. He's in the fight over by Mystic Glade. Let me see a sec. We're gonna look at the scorekeeping in total. After this, that's 8 eliminations, 9 eliminations, first and foremost, and then they're gonna be on a kill leader list with Tizzy T with WK losing to Romiang, but with 8 kills still. Revelia with a Risk gonna have 8 eliminations in third. Squeaky with the Hex gonna have 6 eliminations in fourth. XP with 5 eliminations in fifth. Gear check onto the Jades. So have the advanced heal, look for the quick charge. Shop still has a purchase to be made for not the movement. Movement's done. For the future, Dragon War and Phoenix Blast are the only 2 Jades I'd see. Pulse Sword from that Great Sword, and then weapons as well as with armors to be picked up, which is going to be probably the opportunity right there. Perfect timing. And then for this one, seeing with DG having a better descent fire target lock, the only 2 Jades in the list, chasing down party number 7 as we're hunting. Switches over towards Predator's list to see how this AOT comp got the Volpine's Essence, engraving Predator's best, which is the Viper for survival. And another engraving as well. More Jades, and more Jades for this team. That's a lot. And they're getting more and more money because they survived the bounty hunter, because whoever the hunter was ain't going after them. I'll tell you that. Vermilion's Bird might though given towards Sachiko's team with a Hex, with Focus Slide, Blistering Edge, with the Juggernaut level 4 given to Wooey. And they open up the Jade slots, right? Kabloom Edition is now given towards Squeaky. The weapon selections though, gold weapon Hong Sword is given to Wooey as the scaling comes out. I don't think anyone has gotten the Imperial Sword so far yet, but it looks like 3CND kind of wants to work into getting that. They have themselves Graving double down, Kabloom Edition. They might look for Slayer Squad with party number 11 and trying to lead him out of the game. That's a nice long sword beat. Let me see a freeze. Good freeze. Let me see a Wu Champor. Okay, you know what? I said let me see a Wu Champor. Ain't got it, bro. Double elimination coming out here. That's going to be where the team comes out. I think the last person is actually getting invaded by another squad. Yeah, so X is actually right there. Blistering Edge from the backside. Have 2 shot comes out with the tumultuous, or the Tian Hai ultimate to be made. F1 has Fairy Shen on standby for himself. If ZDD wants to take that, he could, but he's going to probably wait for a reset angle for a health bar. No, he's using his ultimate. He's not even going for a heal. He's trying to sustain his teammate, trying to keep him alive. That was a good reaction time, too, for the ultimate. I'll say that. That was a good reaction time. Now, the problem is that Athena is on high ground, and he's hunting down SBKK. SBKK dipping out of this deliverance. TZT gets caught by the grab. It might be a reset for TZT. Actually, TZT using his F2. Hold on a second. Potentially getting out. Yeah, he will. How, is he waiting? Is he? Oh, he has great discipline now. He's going to have ultimate ready to go through here. Focus slide hits, but doesn't get the LMB. Gets the RMBs. Gets caught the LMB to RMB. That's a confirmation kill. Unfortunately, he had ultimate come up. Just caught in the CC control. Oh my goodness gracious almighty. There's going to be a chance here for a blow up. F2 for the silence. The F2 for the Vizessa. I forgot. Horizontal beam. We're going to lose at the Romyank buff. That's okay. Vermilion's burn. 3 eliminations given to Risto. A-okay. A-okay. BWG, though. Alright, BWG. Taki from DG. Korean getting a kill off of Kaku here. Fumio getting a hit off of Fun. Okay, the whole entire map knows that this Forbidden Seal is active. But now DG are actually waiting out this Romyank perfectly set. Korean, what's your rage bar, dog? 25%? Okay, now it's going to be 60% by the time that stops proccing. MC over by the Romyanks. SYL is at, oh, it's practically full. Might enter frame 1. Yep, advanced tuna, though, on Ryomen right now for the sustain. That might be the first realm gate to be entered upon. Pretty sure BWG might take this regardless. Blue armors across the field for for DG right now. So for DG having blue armors, I mean, if they want to, they could. They won't take it. Instead, Risk will take the fight. And this is Risk AOT comp. I don't know how I feel about this fight. The matchup usually would work in the favor of the Wuchen if that port is God's here. Let's take a look at seeing what happens here. Predator gets caught by the middle of grapple. F2 trying to line it up here against Ryomen. I see the vision. Rampage reveal. Syro is caught. Huge F2. Nice grouping. Nice kill potential here to get the stun, man. They gotta get this test enchant on the right target, man. Brandora was the one person you want to gonna work off of. There's a double stun, though. Big. SYL doesn't even get the ultimate off. And they can actually two-piece this. Wow, what a bow shot. This is gonna be a huge hit off of Ryomen here once he gets his chances of using the slam down, but the silence is made. The long beam, double key. Oh, yeah, he knows. He knows. Unfortunate, but a huge play coming out. The F2 Tesla was a surprise for MC there. I think that was something that they didn't anticipate. And then the silence comes out. Key component right there. F2 silence again, you know, it's over. It's over. Yeah, we're done. Moonbane, though, Bajin. Where's Bajin? I'm looking for him. Risk Predator, though. Laying it out the inevitable. And then that's going to be where these guys come out with. How many kills is that going to be? 14 kill eliminations this game. About to be kill leaders in the lobby with WK at 11 eliminations. Ryomen, though, just keeping the going through here. That's going to be the victory. That's going to be that blessing, which is going to be holding a prize ball and a cool dagger. Gold nunchuck, or purple nunchucks in a focus slide. Pretty baller right now for this team, man. Now over towards inside of the Twilight's Pass. No purple armor accrued yet, but they did get a gold pole sword. So for Taki right now, getting that gold pole sword that was given to him from the great sword that was in the shop. If you guys want to know what I'm talking about. Drop right here, boom, bam, and he converted it. Next Jades are going to come out as Immortal Defiance and a Heartstopper Kick, so if anyone wants to kind of pick that up, that's going to be one of the higher kill elimination lobby players, which is this team, which has nearly 70k gold. Dark-Tide coins, I should say. They have more than enough to purchase out later on for 40,000 Dark-Tide coins. Suiki, though, goes around the corner here. Is he getting hunted? Sachiko has no armor. Sachi has common armor. Mind you. Common armor. Sachiko is playing out this. Oh, he is pitching, bro. Chilling out. But Squeaky gets spotted out. I think Wooey's on the north side. I don't know what happened. They get eliminated out of here. Wooey also hiding this out with the gold Hong Sword. MC is making their way towards this area because he did lose a Romyank, as we saw prior. 9 eliminations. This is scoreboard so far. Healing and damage dealt. MC playing out the Kylan with the. Yo, I haven't seen anyone proc the Starfall yet, bro. I have not seen anyone proc a Starfall yet in trios. The biggest sad. Jade selections right now for Risk is a Starfall, Virus Target Lock, Aries and Spear Storm, which we saw in the Roaming Yang, Blistering Edge in the Focus Slide, Engraving Focus Slide for Creditor with the Volpines and Prides, and the Gold Dagger most likely. Creditor with Starfall as well, Rupture Gale, Quick Charge, Rampage, Sign Fang, Instant Ancient Stockade. Might end up actually crossing paths with party number 7. Ooh, he sees him. Did they see him? Yeah, they saw him. The moment he heard the grapple, was honest to God. Could he have gotten to the Murky River? Could he have, I would say drowned himself, but could he have hidden himself in the water? Nice. Show over 16 kills. 16 kills, actually. They're picking that one up. Alright. Now this is the angle of slowly roll. Did they get the res? Oh, they got the res, bro. Damn, they actually got the res. They got 29,000 gold. Which means that we might end up with a purchase. Gold armor, potentially with the Jades down the road. S4 RJJ, thank you for the follow. Much love for dropping through here. Creditor's best of fights at sea. Okay, Disenchantment already active. No Viper ultimate to connect this. This Draco Sword's about to run out in 25 seconds, but the Viper ult comes out. Ryomen can knife it. Oh man, tough. Burning out 2 ultimates for that. Actually unfortunate. Forbidden Steel. Oh, disable ultimate doesn't even come through it, but he still does it anyways. Good man. Good discipline. F2 comes out. Soul Break comes through. It's nice sounds on Ryomen. Remember, there's no ultimate to come from him anyways, so it's more about the combo breaker to be utilized there. Prize Ball, hold horizontal, back it up. Make sure he can wait out for a line of sight. Risky business with the EU Soul Break, my friend, but the F2 sounds good on the bell. Nice, 1-2, hold the blue. Nice turnaround with the Rampage to allow the knockback. Predator's best is making sure he can go around the field of play here. Might get another silence on a key player like the Island right now. Nice parry. Nice soul break. 1-2. Skadoosh. Damn, nice soul break, bro. That's crazy, bro. We're getting all of these soul breaks. And then Lucha 4 part 2. Fireball's about to come up here, though, in a moment. Okay, side roll, prize roll, nice. This might be a Viper roll angle. Yeah, okay. I don't think ZDD gets out of here because the enchant's about to proc here. He's just trying to get as much line of sight on all 3 of them. He actually finds it. Blue focus comes out. Prize ball won't connect due to being purple focus, so he won't be able to catch that, but... Oh my god. I just got... Yo, Seb, just let me know what happened. Damn, bro. Everyone, like, almost everyone got a disqualification, bro. For the hero points. I don't know how many people, but I'm looking at the list, man. That's a lot. Oh my god. Bruh. Bruh. No way. No way, bro. I'm looking at this list and I'm looking at the other monitor. I can't believe it. Feels bad. We're still gonna continue to cast the game. Still gonna look at it. Squeaky though. Making sure whether or not he's gonna catch this the spear well buff. Who knows? There it is. Gold armor, gold musket, gold soul slash. That's gonna be a Jade to be picked up here in a second. Dragon Warrior had been picked up from the shop most likely, if I'm not mistaken. So we're gonna take a look at there. Oh no, it's actually something on their own end, and they're actually. Oops. Okay, it's actually good. Okay. What are we doing here? I think Chi's gonna be just chilling out though for the majority. What's he purchasing? Just Jades? Okay. No more Reaper terms in the game, it seems. Bell's already been struck right there. There it is. I'm not sure. No one's within the vicinity of this. Damn. What a crazy score game for Risk right now. But I'm gonna break their hearts, bro. I'm about to break their hearts, bro. Oh my god. I can't believe it. Probably the biggest game that they had so far. And I said, what if? It's practice at the end of the day. With the extra goodies at the end of the day, but, you know, it's practice. It wasn't supposed to be hero points anyways, but, you know. It is what it is. Feels bad, though. We're gonna have to see. We're gonna see what activated here. Kylo Got's gonna be active here from Wooey. This Forbidden Seal. I don't think Bing's gonna actually go in that direction. But we will. Looking for a muscle shot? Nah, he ain't doing that. He ain't doing that. This is crazy though. This man has 28% to that. Oh, can you? No way. Oh my god. I can't believe it. Oh, there it is. First try. Soul slash. It doesn't throw it. Doesn't throw it immediately. Doesn't want to feel it. He wants to think he has swift cut. And he released a vertical for that one too. That's the crazy part. So that way, and if it's a horizontal, they know that he has soul slash, or that he doesn't have swift cut. That he in fact has that he has soul slash. That's too good. No RB stagger. Whoa. Soul slash might be good. That's not gonna hit. It's okay. So just the pistol shot. Hold on. That's huge. Alright, DG. Gear check. J check. Soul slash rampage for Taki as well. Engraving with the Starfall. Rebellion Creditor, just playing for placement. Volpines is still available for them too, so focus slides to keep them nice and blue focusy. Sap Jade onto Revelia and Blistering Edge, and is having the time of their lives is waiting this out. Louis Squad is going to have himself Soul Slash and Dragon War as we saw before. The Spearwell is going to be available for them. No one wants to contest it with the Tianhai in the field, but I'm pretty sure BWG would, or DG would, right? Like, cause they got their own Tianhai ultimate to work with. Yeah. Uh-oh. Wait, that's F1 heal? Oh, that is F1. Great. Probably for the Kylan. Alright, the Kylan would be the best one to go for the F1 heal. But slam down, denies it. Brandon thought he had enough space, did not. In fact. Traps aren't being had. We're looking to leave across the field of play. Deformation. I don't think anyone's gonna take this one down. Let's go over into the let's go for 1-2. There's time slash allowed for 3. Dragon War comes out. Not gonna have enough meter for that. F1 comes out, drops right back down, goes for another Dragon. Anyone wants to try to stop him in his tracks, and there's elimination gets attacking for DG. Squeaky Dough, on the other hand, top ground level, has this buff, has the the weapon swap or the armor swap for Wooey in case once the time happens. It's a Soul Bloom for the 30%. LMB. Swap coming out here. These what do you call it? Sea Fireflies? Yeah, those things are gonna be making a menace of this. Yeah, every team on the outskirts that's currently playing for placement, they're gonna be waiting this out. They're trying to hit those if they can. They're going down. There's a chance to get from Revelia here for the Viper ultimate. But they have counteractions for this, so there's nothing that they can do about it. Risk can't get anything off of that. They're gonna have to dissipate now from this fight. Maybe force the fight's attention to someone else that is possibly the same character. I'm unsure. Korean does right down below. And when Hex is not gonna let this one down. I want to make sure to test that Viper did not ult. And that since that Viper did an ultimate, they don't know whether or not she's ready to go. Flash. Oh my god. No way. Oh my god, it's not gonna happen, bro. It's over. I can't believe it. I couldn't believe that he didn't get the slam down. That's cracked to me, man. Sasuke got the elimination as well. F1's good. I'm waiting to see where Creditor is best here. We still have Viper Ultimate here. We still have a chance for a drop down. I'm looking for it from the cinematic view here. Squeaky gets a kill off of Korean there for DG. Obviously, there's going to be the hunt down for Revelia. Blue Focus hold check. Pride Fall is committed towards it. Wooey's looking for the Soul Slash. Swift Cut's now revealed in his pocket. Picking it up somewhere around the fights. Sachiko gets caught in the silence. Still has the F1. Going for Focus Light spam out here. And the Pride's Folk. Ooh, big upset. That's a big display for the power. Here's going to be the double dash here for the stamina. Hopefully he can catch himself a stun that works, and it's not, because now both the players right behind can just go in with a flash, and that's going to be the Volpine Distance proc. That's going to be the top 5. Now the top 3, now the top 2, now the top 1. This is going to be final kills in the game. Hex earning themselves out 18 kills in first place. PPG in second with 1 elimination. Creditor set with, wow, 24 kills in third place. Very nice game. Korean with DG going to have 6 kills in fourth place. WKS being going to have opportunity there for with DG in fourth, but WKS in fifth with 3 eliminations, 5 eliminations for WKT in sixth. WK with 12 eliminations in seventh. MC with 9 eliminations in eighth. Young with 5 eliminations in fifth, or ninth, I should say, 5 eliminations for XP. Noob going to have placement for 10th, 11th for DTG with 3, and then placement for 12 with 3 ZND, and then with Mato Bunny and PSA as the no squad for 13th. But we're going to be right back. We're going to go ahead and have a chance of getting through the lobby. They overextended their hero points like it was 2021. Not even 2021, because they had 13 hero points. Actually, no, they had 18, right? Something like that. But unfortunate. This is the unedited scoreline. Obviously, Hex here, 154.9 for the games. Like, they took it out of the park for checking it through MC, having 82.8, having 3ZND for 68.6 in third, WK with 60.1 here. Creditor's best with Risk, having 54.5 in fifth place, having WKT with 53.5 in sixth, having WKS with 49 in seventh place, DG with 33.5 in eighth, Noob with 24.5 in ninth, XP with 22 in 10th, 11th place having PSA, PPG having 11 points in 12th, and DTG with 10 points in 13th. And that's pretty much going to be the case scenario, folks.